Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. And that's the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. That's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. So, I want to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. Then the prophets start with Haggai. And they say, hey, Israel, I want to use you as a signal. And kind of that signal has gone forth. Right. Then he told you, say, Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Oh, I will send my messenger, he shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek to suddenly come to his temple, the mention of the covenant when you delight in, oh, he shall come. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Then there's no, that one more. Then he said, I'm going to send Elijah to you before breaking breath the day of the Lord. You should turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children, lest I come and strike the earth with a curse. That's found in Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. I want to tell you, read Malachi chapter 4, verse 4, 5 and 6. You got to go to Horeb. Got to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you just not going to read in the book. Nah, I don't care who you are. Oh, man, I got to go there. Yeah. My brother asked me, he sent me something. He sent me how all the prophets had got killed. Man. I told him, that's how they got killed, but he had in one book. But that was, no, he just showing me something, but I got to tell y'all something. That's something very important to tell y'all. Yes, I do. Anyway, so let me go there. I dream about the same thing all night. And I won't get to the dream, but let me get this out of the way. Why I still, because you know how I do, I'll get on something and then my mind will go way to something else. Yes, it will. All right. So, because they got people out there with that Esau doctrine, that white is right doctrine, and then they got those out there thinking that with their white is, got some out there with their black doctrine. African American doctrine and all that foolishness, man. It's foolishness. Yes, it's foolishness. Now I'm telling you again, if you into that foolishness, get out of it, because we did the same thing when we was coming up. We had on our dashikis and all kinds of stuff we did. Yeah, but veil is nothing. Only do what you do for Christ your legs. And so if you come listening to me, I'm not into that black and white thing. I'm into wickedness and evil, righteousness, holiness. That's what I'm into. I'm into life and death type of things, and soul and spirits type of things. That's what I'm into. Now, I'm not into no religion, not into no denomination, not into no Christianity, because all that's man-made, and the Lord God didn't make that for man. Man took that upon himself because he wanted the riches and the treasures that he can get from it. As you go read in 2 Kings, the 5th chapter. Read it all. God bless you. God bless you. But anyway, so we had this one brother who texted me yesterday. And man, God did, when you text me, I'm gonna get you back. And if you ask me a question, I'm gonna answer. But it's not me answering, it's God answering you. Sometimes you might not like the answer, but God gives you. I think God giving you this, God sending his messenger to you for you just sit around, oh yeah, now it doesn't work like that. No, before I get into the dream, not but a little short dream. Now look for the other dream I haven't found yet. But before we get into that, don't prove it to you. Don't prove it to you. Because y'all think that, no, it's not about me, it's about y'all. It's about when y'all get the message and y'all cast that beam out your eye, you have to go. Because you see clearly now, you can cast the mote out your brother eye. Whether they accept it or not, you still have to go ahead and give it to them. Don't go backwards and forward with them and just tell them, just leave it alone. And leave the holy angels, the rest of them, take control of it. All right. So let me, because I used to do the same thing, man. All that I have, people see me and they just look at me like, nobody, just somebody could do or something like that. But no, just another one about whatever they think about it. But the Lord God have a way of chastising. Yes, he does. Don't think he won't chastise. You don't care if God don't have respect for person. You don't care who you are. You gotta forgive me, I'm moving out slow, but don't worry about it. Let's see. No, because he had to get on me and I gotta get on y'all. Yeah, I'm about to cut. I don't care who you are, you about to get cut. If you don't want to get cut, go ahead and click off. You're gonna get cut. I'm telling you, I don't care who you are. Cut you just like yeah, you know I'm gonna do it. All right. All right. No, let me see. No, hold up, I'm gonna find. No, let's see. Wait a minute, I'm fine. No, 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 let's see. Yeah, but give me a second. I'm looking for it. As soon as I find it, because I have to show you all this. Because y'all let these pastors and preachers dumb y'all down, and then y'all running behind and what they say. Everything you can't go by. You got to go by what the Most High tells you. That's what you got to go by. All right. Let me see if I can put something else in there. No, because I did it. I did it. Now I tell you, I'm paying for it. Am I paying for it? Yeah, because y'all, uh, no. Let me see what this is. Because God tell you, say, no. Let me see if I can. I don't think that's it, but I'm gonna see what it is. Now, you ever have to be patient there. I'm not, you know how we start off slow, but you know how we gonna end up. And please, 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 you don't want to miss this. Not today. No, not today. Once. Let's see. No, I see. Let's see. No, I might get out. Let's see if I can. I remember it. I just gotta find out where. No. No. Let's see. Just be patient. You gotta have patience. Not, you don't have patience. You're not gonna make it. Uh, no. Wait. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. No, I'll see. No. I am about to get. See. See. You got so much. Let's see if I can try to do something else. Let's see if that can do it. I don't know if that can do it. Let's see if that can do it. No, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, but I have to do it this way first. Because if I don't do it, then y'all gonna keep on thinking that everything I'm doing doesn't pertain to you, but everything I'm doing is pertaining to you. Okay. pertaining to you. Let me see. One more thing. One more thing. I can't remember it. Can't remember exactly what. Now, I remember the book and everything. No, I can't even remember the book that was. I just remember this. Okay. This what I'm doing is different. It's not like I can go to other books. You can go. You can type in a lot of words. You can type in the thing that comes up itself. Let me see what this is. I read this song. Oh no, I can't find it. Yeah, if it comes to me, I'll bring it back up to you. Because what y'all doing is this. I did the same thing. I used to hide my wisdom, and you think nothing uh, and you don't think nothing of it. But the law of God is against that. It's against that. If you hide your wisdom, you say, what good is it for you to have it and not to let the people know what you have? And law of God wisdom doesn't like that. She wants you to wisdom wants people to know that you have it. And so I just hide it. Yeah. Well, yeah. I used to hide it. Then when I started reading Ecclesiastes, he gave me the book of wisdom, and he told me right there. Yeah. Let me see. This is not it. I know this is not it. No. No, that's not it. That's not it. Because this is not about me, it's about y'all. I'm just a messenger telling you to return so you can get your power back. And for you not to hide what the law of God has been given unto you. Okay, he was telling me when I find it again, I'll give it to you. But that's what y'all doing, and y'all wrong for that. I'm telling you what you're wrong for. Do not hide your wisdom. God did not give you wisdom to hide it. I did the same thing. It's in here somewhere. I not wanted to read it to you. Okay, there. I wanted to read it to let you know what you're doing. Okay. I can't find it right now. I can tell you what it's exactly. Let me go ahead. Let me get with the lesson. All right, let's go. So don't hide your wisdom. This is what this is about. You, Lord God, gave you everything. He gave it to me. He gave me everything. And so I used to hide my wisdom. Everything told me not to do it. It showed me. But that's how they have you. They have you run behind denominations and religions and all of that. And all that's doing is taking away your power and dumbing you down, dumbing you down. Next thing you know, you call it God supernatural. You call your creator, oh, he just done something supernatural. That's what they want you to believe. But don't fall into that, folks. All right, let's go. Because it's very important what I have to tell you today. God gave it to me this morning. That's why I go to YouTube. When I listen to YouTube, all the dreams and visions that I had, just wait for the confirmation. Then the Lord will open sometime to show me exactly what his word means when he was saying at that time. All right. So last night what he gave me. So let's go with the dreams. Let's give it the dreams. It had the dream book. No, here it is. This why I had the dream. They kept calling Cabal, and he would come every time this man called him. He would come and say, "You called me," wiping his hands. I saw a large red dot. He called him at least 3 times. Now, yeah, he kept on calling this man, and they was like in a bond set. And the bond, they had the hay bales, and one man sitting up, like podium or whatever you want to call it. And so that's where we used to act. And he was talking to them. And every time he would go call the man come in like he'd been doing something, say, come on, white man, he saw. But I know what the dream meant. Because I had a dream in October that I told this when they had all the stars was lining up. I had that dream, but they had one star that was red. And then next thing you know, I had a dream about a red heifer or a red cow. I didn't know what it meant. No. And because they're looking for a blood, is that color on that saying live or this red, that red forward sign? That's how the color of the cow was looking. That's the color of the cow that I saw. That was the color of cow. And so they're looking for the perfect red cow, and they've been breeding and all that, but this doesn't work like that. But no, yeah, the red cow, the red heifer. I think she's already been born, but I don't think that they know of her. And that's what they're waiting on, but that I think that have already been done. That was in the green vision. So he kept calling this man, and he come up there wiping stuff like, that was they prepared for. Yeah, that was they prepared for. They wanted, it got to be perfect. That gave no spot, no blemish on. It got to be a perfect red. But they're looking for, no, what they call red, and what the red cow, the red heifer really going to look like. They're going to say, man, I won't believe it. It's just like they told you everything will be born white in the world. The whole image in the prophecy, one of the prophecy of the beginning. And they tell you everything will be white. They're going to have a white bull, white birds, everything. And so that had happened already. Yes, it had. It had happened already. White wig, white everything. And that's already happened. That's crazy. Watch, man, the roaches. Yeah, boy, that's roaches. Every now and then you see a white roach, you see a red roach. Just like horses. And I'm talking about real white. I ain't talking about no off-white. Horses too. Yeah, well, I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I mean, it has already happened. So now they're waiting on for a red. That red going to look something like this red. See, they're looking for a red more or less of dark, the color red they've been doing. I don't have none of the color red. This red here is still a little dark, but the other red gonna be like this. That red gonna be a bright red, gonna be really true blood red. When it first come out, now after it's been out a while, that's the way it's gonna look. So they kept calling this man, and he kept coming. I had other dreams too, but he didn't bring the other ones back because you living in a terrible time. You living at the end, but so reason why I'm going over this with you, because you time's up. Just like I told you, just like the dream I had read to you in this book, when he told me everything is finished. Yeah, everything is finished. That's what he had told me. That been a while ago. And I was looking for the moon, how many moons you had left, so all that is finished. And so I'm telling you, now that's what we're going over today. I'm telling you, if you plan on blacking out your windows, start blacking out your windows. I'm telling you what's coming. You know, when I tell you something, you know, I'm going to go there and prove it. All right, so let's go. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you morning. Hey, so this week gave me yesterday evening. Don't worry. I think it's going to be a little, it's going to be a little while. All right, we're going to Ezekiel chapter 14. Because the Lord God is warning them everything that they are doing and everything that they have taught us to do is wrong. Because they taught us how to go get an education, get a good job in there. For what? For what? Oh, well, you're going to have, no, you're doing that. No, they're doing it for our sake. They're doing it for their sake. Because they were supposed to be teaching us how to worship and praise our Creator. But let's get there. Ezekiel, oh man, I can't go there yet. No, because I have to deal with, no, because the color of skin don't make you get away from this. We know that. All right, so they say, oh, well, God, no. Get out of there, white is right doctrine. Get out of there. I'm telling you again, get out there, white, that Esau doctrine. Get out of there. So let's go there first. We're going to, gave it to me yesterday again. No, I'm not read all this stuff. We're going to Isaiah chapter, I think it's 57. Isaiah chapter 57. Because they want things to be their way, but it's not their way. Just like everything can be our way, it's got to be who? The Creator way. All right? So he gave me this. Because I was thinking about this man, he keep on, nice guy, you know, and he's worried about Just because you're a heathen, you was the enemy, he gave repentance is for everybody. That's what people don't understand. And you got to get rid of that, man. You falling up under that stuff. No. No, you falling up on that stuff, man. You gonna get in a. Let me make sure I got the right thing. No, I want to make sure. And they've never seen to this. No, they'll never seen of this. This one is different. All right, let's see. It's in the book of Isaiah. That's where he bought me. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 7. Wait a minute. I'm on 57. Forgiveness, Isaiah chapter 56. I told you 57. It's on 56. So let's read it all. I can read all this because it's not that much. Now, I hope not to get too deep into it. So if you run across people and they're going with that white doctrine, that Christian doctrine, you go ahead and say, man, you're wrong. Just tell them you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Thus say the Lord, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the Son of Man that layeth hold on it, that he keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keep his hand from doing any evil. Now that's not just for one man, it's for all of us. Neither let the son of the stranger, that's who he is, right? All right, that have sojourned himself to the Lord, speak saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither that the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. So got to go to Shepherd Harness with that. But I'm just telling you because they got no people on, no, don't listen to him. Don't go listen to him. You know, and then they'll bring up their white is right doctrine and all that Esau doctrine, that Christian doctrine and everything. But that's a lie. And God will hold you accountable because he's telling you that he has made everything for everybody. Well, let's keep on reading it. All right. Neither let the, well, I'm just telling you. So, because I told you yesterday, when we left Egypt, they had people that had repented and came with us. When during the time of Naaman and the hanging with Esther, they had people that had repented and became Jews. Go read this there, man. And so these people don't never tell you like that because they want it to be that way they have it now. And keep you separated and keep you fighting and warring against one another. I can get deeper and deeper into that, but let's go read the testimony of 12 patriarchs. Now, brothers, our fathers tell us how they're always going to have two and one against each other. That's going to keep us under control. They tell us that. Well, let's continue on there. Just telling you what it is. I've been over that with you before. It's not somehow to be. But anyway, let's continue on. For keep the Sabbath from polluting and keep his hand from doing any evil. Neither let the son of the stranger have journeyed himself to the Lord speak, saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I'm a dry pit. Then another thing tell him, say, now you can't say, I don't care if your skin is white. That don't mean nothing. You're not separated from me. You're not separated from God's people. Only way you can separate yourself from God's people when you go out and do this evil, wicked stuff and stealing Christianity and all that foolishness. That's how you separate yourself from God, because those who say they are Christian, they're going to be truly tried. And then you're going to find out a lot of them now have nothing to do with Christ. They're Christian. Yeah, that's why I found out being a Seventh-day Adventist Christian. Yeah, and when they come around here with a Jehovah's Witness Christian, oh, that's a big false, man. They have no power. They can't do nothing for you. All they can do is take from you and bound you in that prison house. That's why they come out here and do those things. Well, we got another one, boys. But anyway, for thus say the Lord unto the eunuchs that keep my Sabbaths and choose the things that please me and take hold of my covenant. And that's why I found out it was a covenant. That's why this is one of the scriptures that it gave me there, because it's a covenant. It's not just a Sabbath day, it's a covenant. That's when I found out it was a covenant. And I started doing the covenant, and everything started coming in, man. It started rushing in as it's rushing in right now. Okay, I repeat it. Thus say the Lord to you that keep my Sabbaths. They got an S on it. And choose, because you go in the Seventh-day Adventist church and everything, they put everything up on the Sabbath day. That's their hook. All of them got their hook. And you go in there for that hook, and they keep you in there, and you never find out the truth that you got other Sabbaths that you're supposed to be keeping. All right? High Sabbath days, high feast days, those are his Sabbath. Go read it, man. Okay, and choose the things that please me. and take hold of my covenant. It's a covenant that you got to take hold of. And the Sabbaths are just a part of that covenant, just like the 10 Commandments. That law is just a part of that covenant. Go read the second book of Jubilees and second chapter of Jubilees. Go read it. Yeah, go read it. Even unto them I will give in my house within my walls a place, a name better than the sons and of daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that should not be cut off. That's for everybody. So when you go read the Shepherd of Hermas, you find out what he's talking about. When he talks about the place and the walls and everything, all that explains itself. Go read it, the Shepherd of Hermas. All right. I will give them an everlasting name that should not be cut off. That's what he's done for me. And also the sons of the strangers that join themselves to the Lord to serve him and to love the name of the Lord. Now, who you supposed to be serving? The Lord, not your denomination, not your Christianity, not your Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist. No, you're supposed to be serving who? The Lord. The Lord God, Jesus. That's who you're supposed to be serving. Not no denomination, not Christianity, not Mormonism. I'm not going for that. If you listen to me, I don't have to go over there. You should know that by now. If you don't know, you're in world of trouble. To be his servants, everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting and taking hold of my covenant. I repeat it. And all the sons of the stranger that join themselves to the Lord to serve him, to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants. I was thinking about it, looking at the women I've been with and everything. Yeah, all you had to do is say that, oh, I'm a God-fearing woman. God don't want to be, no, but why? A lot of people fear God. Yeah? Well, yeah, you got criminals out there, blow your brains out and still fear God. You got to be a servant. You got to have going out there getting the wrong people. You got to have a servant of God. You want somebody, go get you a servant of God. Okay, because that's the difference. God fearing and servant of God, and people out there doing all that violence and all that stuff, Christians and all that, they fear God, but do they serve it? They never serve it. All right. And everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting and take hold of my covenant. So that is a covenant. You tell you over and over, it's a covenant. You got to learn of the covenant. Not just the Sabbath day, not just the 10 Commandments. Oh, they got a whole covenant out there, and you have to do it all. And them I will bring to my holy mountain. Now, I listen to these people talking about, oh, I had another rapture dream and all that. Now, listen to this girl. I think she lives in England over there somewhere. And just called her one time the other day. She had, God had given her dreams and visions. And she goes and she turned off the comment section to see that she can't take no criticism. If you can't take no criticism, then you're not serving the law of God. All the criticism the law of God already told you, so if they hate me, they're going to hate you. Whatever they did unto him, they're going to do unto you. So if you don't have that type of, you're not serving the God, I guess you're a Christian, though. You can do that, you're a Christian. But anyway, her dreams and vision, they lines up with things, but she is a Christian. She keeping the first day of the week. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. But they want to know of him, but they don't want to get rid of nothing. No, they want to hold on to him, hold on to the world too, but that's not going to work. I already showed you why it's not going to work. Anyway, let's continue on. Now I will bring them to my holy mountain because they still believe in that rapture doctrine. Some God going to come to death. Somebody come to get you fly away. When you go read the prophets of Abraham, they tell you to come and fly you away and bring you to Hades, where you're going to be flying to and fro in the underworld. Where the Azazel and those demons being petrified in the flesh. Go read it. It's there. It's definitely there. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. But that's the law of God. He made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to our father. That land was promised. Go all the way back to our father Shem and see how that land was covenant unto us. All right. That's our blessing. That's why he's coming back and bring us back in him. Okay. And make them a joyful in my house of prayer. And make them joyful in my house of what? Of prayer. Their burnt offering and sacrifice should be acceptable upon my altar. For my house should be called a house of prayer for what? All people. What? My house should be called a house of prayer for all people. So like I said, you're not getting away with your, no, none of that. None of that. Because you're supposed to be serving the Lord. Yeah? Get out of there, man. the why is right doctrine, this one person guiding. You, just like they tell you, say, a burnt offering and sacrifice should be accepted upon my altar. That's not going to change. But who are the sacrifice right now? We are. We sacrifice everything that we have to do it. To love the name of the Lord, to keep his covenants, to keep his holy Sabbaths. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That is true praise and worship, abstain from everything of this world. And if you all never heard this man now, he had the dreams and everything right, and I know that. But like I told you, say he's gonna pour out his spirit upon all flesh. But what the problem is, then he opened up his mouth and said, well, I'm waiting for the rapture. What's gonna be in the day now? We're gonna have a rapture. Yeah, I said, when I see that, I say, well, there go another one. Yeah, we have a big false. All right, Lord God told us Satan had deceived what? The whole world. I read that to you. It's in Revelation. Anyway, all right. So his house should be called a house of prayer for all people. The Lord God was gathered the outcasts of Israel, said that that's where he gathered them from all four corners of earth, where we've been out giving the word. That's why I'm telling you, I was trying to find that. I'll find that because it's in there. Bow to wisdom. This, what I'm telling you, is not about me, it's about you. When you listen to me, just like when you go read the Acts of John, and how John, well, the Acts gospel, any one of the gospels, they tell you, when you witness to somebody and they get baptized in Jesus' name, then they receive the gift of the Holy Ghost, and they start what? Keeping this commandment, keeping this whole covenant. Then what they do? They receive power from on high. So when I'm telling you this is for you. You're the one got to go forward and have dreams, vision, and know of your Lord, your God. You got the power now. Yeah, I know you do, because he said that you do. And so you can't just, this not about you come and listen to me. It's about you getting the power for yourself and doing whatever the Most High tells you to do. Because Lord God is not sending you to me in order for you to know of him and not know that he has something for you. Now, God, the Most High, wastes nothing. You should know that by now. If you don't know, go read Edwards, 1st and 2nd Edwards, and find out. Yeah, but I like that man said, all I read is the King James Holy Bible. I said, there goes another one. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because they don't understand how they just believe he's just a supernatural man. He left everything in the Holy Bible. Now, the creator of the universe, and he left everything in the Holy Bible. Then when you go read the Apocalypse, it'll tell you how Jason abridged the Holy Bible. Then what you're going to see that. All right. Then when you go read the letter of Artesian, find out that our Lord was transcribed. They had what? 72 elders that was transcribing it. Where? In Egypt. Go ahead. Go read it. I have read it to you before. I mean, I haven't read all of it to you, but I read enough for you to go and investigate. Anyway, let's continue on. Now, you live in a terrible time. We're getting there. We're going to get there today. I'm just telling you, showing you why these things come upon you and what's happening, what you have to do. All right. You got to do it now. You can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm telling you. All right. I'm warning you. The Lord God, which gathered the outcasts of Israel, said, yet I will gather others to him. Others. When I read that to you, when Jesus said, got others, when he told them got others that are not disposed. Right? Well, who you thought he was talking about? The Lord God, which gathered the outcasts of Israel, yet he will I gather others to him besides those that are gathered unto him. Now, so if you know, I tell you what books to go read, man. You got to go read it. Go read the Shepherd Herman. That's one of the best books that you can read to get a better understanding of allegory, better understanding of dreams, better understanding of vision. To get a way much better understanding. I mean, there is all the books, but I'm just telling you one book that you read. And then when you read all that, you go read the book of Enoch, because everything is in the book of Enoch. Yes, it is. Everything. All right. Anyway, I'm just telling you, man, because Lord God loves y'all, man. Oh, does he? Loves you. We'll get to that. Anyway, let's continue on. Because that's what he said. When you go, it's the church, when you go to read this book, the Testament of the 12 patriarchs, what does he say? What does the 12 Testament of the 12? It says Israel is in all the book of Revelation. Israel is what? In every nation, kindred, and tongue. We're in everywhere. We're all over the world. That's where we are. Man, I went over there with you. I'm not going over there because I know how this lesson going to go. And it's going to be, by the time I get started, it's going to be time for the end. All right, anyway. And we are scattered throughout all the earth. So he gathered us from all through the earth. And everybody who have listened and taken hold of Jacob's garment, all those who have repented and know this gospel that I'm preaching to you right now. And that's what you're supposed to be going telling people about this gospel. And you have signs and wonders that are with you. Don't worry, got something else coming down. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Your time is now, bro. All I can do is tell you. All I can do is tell you that new moon. I told you about this new moon. This new moon. No, not the new moon. This new moon that's coming up. The full moon. It started after the full moon yesterday or Monday, whatever day it was. So when that full moon started, all right. All I can do is tell you. I'm explaining it to you. You're going to know the day. Oh, yeah. If you don't know it another time, you're going to know the day. Anyway, let's continue on. Just telling you. Okay, well, we know where we're going. Going to the Holy Mountain. And going to have different people that's going to be with everybody that have taken hold of that have taken hold of the Lord and obeying his voice. That's who's going to be there. Nobody else. No. All of those going to be there. The Lord gathered outcasts of Israel, said, yet I will gather others to him, those that are gathered unto him. All the beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all the beasts in the forest. So we know that's going to happen also, because I went over there with you. Go read the Populars of Father Abraham, the 10 plagues, and that's one of the plagues. All right. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Guess that's who they are. You know that they are that way. Why? Because the Lord God has given them everything. And are they sounding the alarm? Are they sending out the message? Okay, because that's what it said. Man, when that alarm went off, what I was doing, I was in the bed sleeping and slumbering. And the next thing you know, I got up and I didn't want to wake up the person that was next to me. Then that alarm woke them up because they're Christians. And then we both started looking for that alarm. So that's what you're supposed to be doing. I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. I ain't talking about, oh, well, that's coming down the pipe. You better prepare yourself. I'm telling you, I told you when he gave it to me, I was going to give it unto you. I'm giving it unto you. Prepare yourself for the days of darkness. Prepare yourself. Because you got to understand, there's two types of darkness going to be going on. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. I have read that to you. Go read the second revelation of John. Go read it. I read that to you not too long ago. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No. Let's continue on. All right. So I'm just telling you what's going on, man. All right. And say they are all, as watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. And that's another thing. Who the Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh-day Mormons, Buddhists, Islam, all them call themselves watching. Who they watching for? Okay, that's why I say they're blind. Yeah, they are greedy dogs. Now, you know the other ones. They are greedy dogs who can never have enough. They are shepherds that cannot understand. So I was listening to TV Jake this morning talking about, brokenness. That's the thing, the casting that spell of brokenness so they can sell their books and everything. Yeah, and tell now what happened to you. You got to overcome that and everything. Come buy my book, buy my CD, and I want to teach you how to overcome that. Oprah Winfrey, she didn't put out her book. So, yeah, so all of them got together. The leaders, they didn't got together with that foolishness. Israel. But let me tell you something. Ask them what happened to you. We know that's the Lord God. That's why you come to me. I'm going to tell you the truth. When our father Adam sinned, you know that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. That means something happened to all of us. Not just one of us. Something happened unto all of us. Satan has then gotten into all of us. Satan has tried to destroy who? Every man that called upon the Lord God. He's trying to destroy everything. I didn't post that. But anyway, this is what I'm telling you. Lord God already know that. Well, you want to know what? Are you going to repent and obey his voice? Are you going to repent and keep his holy commandments? Or are you going to repent and keep his holy covenant? That's what this is about. It's not about you sinning or something happening to you. Sin is sin. It's about you repenting. That's what it's about. Forgiveness is a part of repentance. Is not so? All right. Just letting you know. All right. Well, you know when a man repented, when he say he have repented and not have repented, you know when he have truly repented. You know the difference between the two. The law of God already told us, if you're wise as a serpent, as harmless as a dove, go to King David. A lot of people told King David, we on your side, King. The next thing you know, he was running from. Go learn how to pray for your enemies, man. Go learn. Go learn. The law of God. Because they was, oh, everybody should love them. Man, that's a lie. God loves everybody. He didn't tell you that. He didn't tell you that. He told you Jacob I love and Esau I hate. And then he go and read these other books to tell you, show you how much he hate evil and those who do it. Go read it. That's why you listen to the pastor and preaching, they're lying to you. And you want to know why you don't have no strength to call on God that you can heal and see. You don't have none of this. Why? Because you not obey his voice, keep his commandments. And you don't have no power. Then they can come around and go, come on. I wrote a book, What Happened to You. Something happened to just like when Hurricane Katrina came. And everybody had a story. Everybody had a story. It's like when JFK got assassinated. Everybody knew where he was at. When Pearl Harbor, everybody knew in the Twin Towers. Everybody got a story. But are you going to repent or not? Is that your story? Are you obeying his voice, keeping his commandments? Because we obey his voice, keeping commandments, those things are frivolous to you. Yeah, they don't mean nothing to you. I'm telling you, they don't mean nothing. All you're looking for is that what's about to come in. That what he had prepared for you. That's what you're looking for. That's why I told you that dream. I told you this too many times. That baby come up in the door, the man holding on and say, why are you crying over spilled soda? And that's what you're doing. It already happened. You can't go back and change nothing. You can't, but you can move forward and change everything. That's why I tell you all the time what you can say. First cast that beam out your eye. So that is what? Moving forward. That's right. Tell you, man, when I saw one of the one of the several films, but I didn't see him like that. See what his human face with the man face. I didn't see his wings or nothing, but I seen his foot. I seen his split hooks and the hind legs. That's what I saw. And I saw how he moved, and everything he moved, he's moving forward. No matter where I see him at, he was moving forward. And so y'all going on there, and that's why you write these books. That's why, come on, man. That's why you want to read the book of Enoch. And it tells you why he's writing these books, to remember their sins. And that's why they write these books. All right, let's continue on. But they don't supposed to be right, the penalty. That is a demon book that thou ink and paper to man. I don't read that to you. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Now, that's why Jesus never wrote a book. He didn't. He haven't wrote a book yet. He did write books. Find out. Go read the Acts of John. Explaining into that. Let's continue on. Anyway, yeah, it said there are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and there are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his board. Is that not so? Yes, it is. Yes, the YouTube try to come up there and say, this is how your water did. This is how you did this month and all that. I'm not worried about what I'm doing, how many subscribers I like or who likes me. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm worried about them repenting and turning to their Creator and get what they created. Be like the Creator created them to be. That's what I'm worried about. That's my likes and my quarters and all that. Not none of that foolishness. What that's gonna help you do? That's gonna save your life knowing you're born. All that money and everything that they have collected, talk about, we're doing this for the Most High. You're not doing it because he's telling you right there, they're doing it for themselves. They're a greedy dog. And every time you hear them talk about, come on, partnership with us. With that's greed. When they tell you, well, I'm going to show you in Africa, feeding a few little people, that's just like everything's given. When all of them start giving out turkeys and everything, that's the same thing. That's the same thing, man. Come on, bro. I can tell you up on a larger scale. Well, the Lord God said, I didn't find that. So, Lord, one time, I didn't find that again. Dad, listen to the book of Jeremiah. One time a year, they be good to you. And then they got their feet up on you all the rest of the year. treating it so bad. So when the holiday season, that what they call it, Christmas time comes, then they start treating it good. And then from then on, after that's over, then they start treating it bad again. And you're supposed to forget about all the bad and wrong that they have done unto you. All right, just letting you know. They say, there you go, God, you can contradict yourself. Well, you think I contradict myself? Well, you go ahead on. You go ahead and believe it that way. Come on, man. Told you about that yesterday. The Lord wanted to go back and all our ancients and get all the knowledge and wisdom that our ancients have left us throughout all generations. So our father Jeremiah left us that, warned us that they'll treat you good one time a year, and the rest of the time of the year they got to put on the neck. Do not fall for that. That's what it's about. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Because that's what they are. They agree to dog, buy my book, buy my CD, partnership with me, and I don't give it this idol. We going there. I don't give you this idol. None of that is of the Most High. The Most High said, come back to me. Obey my voice, keep my commandments, it's going to go well for you. They're not telling that. But anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. They are shepherds that cannot understand. So they don't have no understanding. They all look at their own way, everyone for his gain, for his sport. Come, you say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong rain. And tomorrow we shall be as this day and do much more. But do they not do that? Well, they do it. When they're traveling like that, well, one city you travel in, they have everything prepared, everything. They go out there preaching everything. They come back, whatever guests they have, to go back and talk about this stuff. Or they do it all over the world, man. All right. Well, anyway, that I went to that to tell you two things. They got Sabbaths, plural, that's found 56, Isaiah chapter 56, verse 4. And they got a covenant, that's a part of the Sabbath, that's just a part of the covenant. Then going down 56 and verse 7, my house should be called a house for a prayer for what all people. So everybody got a chance to make it. Everybody have a chance. And what next? I'll bring it to my holy mountain. He's not coming to bring the earth. The earth was meant to be inhabited by man. He made man upon the earth for man to be inhabited. And they want to fly out, plan and all stuff that is not of God. All right, so let's continue on. No, because I got some place to be. And of course, like I tell you, man, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Let's go. No, let's go. We're going to Ezekiel chapter 14. Got to go to Ezekiel chapter 14. Then we're going to keep on moving forward. All right, as the dreams come on, tell you the dreams. I will tell you what dreams, tell you what dreams. There came a certain of the elders to Israel. There came certain of elders of Israel unto me and said before me. And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, these men have set up their idols in their heart and put their stumbling blocks of iniquity before their face. Shall I be inquired at all of them? I kind of went over this before this. Because that's what they have done. These idols and things and everything that they often, those are stumbling blocks. Just like when I was going to school to be a certain thing and do certain things, I didn't know it was a stumbling block. I was just doing according to my heart and my wishes, not doing according to his heart and his wishes that was for me. No. Nothing wrong with you getting an education, but what you going to get an education for? Okay, like that one I told about Oppenheimer. And she said, well, that one man, no. When they get an education for him, what did he do with that education? Right. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Because a lot of people look at that you and got education and everything, and they think that it's oh, I wish I would have done that and everything. It doesn't go like that. No, it doesn't go like that. Because a whole lot of people have education, what they did with it. How many other people did they killed? How many other people they corrupted? They're going to be held accountable for it, as I'm reading to you now. Well, let's continue on. Let's continue on. This we say, and say, should I be acquired of all by them? Therefore speak unto them, and say unto them, thus say the Lord God, every man in the house of Israel that setteth up his idols in his heart, and put the stumbling block of iniquity before his face, and coming to the prophet, I the Lord would answer him, that coming according to the multitudes of his idols. That's what they do. That's what they want to tell you. Man, come on, brother. People have multitude. How many idols you sold today? How many? That's what they tell you. How many books you sold today? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, you're going to be on the bestsellers list. Come Come on, bro. And you can't tell them. You can't tell from those who serve God and those who serve Him not. You can't tell the difference, bro. You got T.D. Jakes. He's supposed to be what? Serving God. And then you got Oprah Winfrey who not serving God, but she's going to tell you that she's a Christian and everything. And she called upon His name and praised Him, all like that. Can't tell the difference between them. You can't do it. All right. The telling you got it's my the Mohammeds and the Buddhists and everything. They say they serving God too. And what they pray to, what they kneel down to. All right. That I make the house of Israel in their heart, that I may take the house of Israel in their own heart, because they are estranged from me through their idols. So God don't hear your prayers and everything. It's telling you, estranged them from the idols. They haven't put them away. Well, let's keep on reading it. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus say the Lord God, repent and turn yourself from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations. Have they done that? And it wasn't about to see. No, they haven't. I watched it all this morning. They rebroadcast and everything. Seen T.D. Jakes last night on the Zoom. I had a picture. I didn't know what that vision was, that dream I had about. I saw the video being set up. I saw the woman coming and she was with peanuts to kill her husband. I read that dream too. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Didn't know that everything was going to go like that. But that was before it got deep into to this pandemic or whatever they call itself. Yeah, before it got deep into that. And I had that dream. I read it to you. That's one of my videos. Anyway, I didn't know what that means. So I see it tonight, and they got all the cameras around, all the people on Zoom around him, and they into his thing, and they, now they can't tell him now you got to go out there and preach and everything, according to the imagination of his own heart, and see the people at the close of the day. They got down there where they could send their money at and donate that, and hope that they buy his book, drop the mic, and they go and see how much gain of his quarter that he had made from selling that book. Yeah, I seen him this morning. I forgot who, might have been Joyce Myers, said any money now, and you can get my book. That's when they're doing bad, or they didn't brand the course. Yeah, just tell them. All right. We had all that in school, man. Tell them. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue. Like bookkeeping and accounting in school and all that. Yeah. Tell them. Anyway, let's continue on. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord God, repent and turn yourself from your idols, and turn your faces from all your abominations. I hope you have done that, because if you haven't done that, you ain't gonna like this message that's coming up next. For everyone of the house of Israel, of the stranger that sojourneth in Israel, will separate himself from me, and set up idols in his heart, and put the stumblingblock of his iniquity before his face, and come into a prophet to inquire of him concerning me, I the Lord would answer him by myself. Yeah, because you're about to get an answer. All y'all about to get an answer. You're not going to like the answer. Just tell you, you're not going to like the answer. Because he told you I told you about 3 years. I just not getting on his channel, people not just not hearing about me. Oh, that crazy fool. Talking about leave Christianity alone and serve Christ, serve your creator, and come out with church. No, you haven't done it. Y'all haven't done it. Well, God about to give y'all an answer, and y'all not gonna like the answer. Just telling you what's going on. Well, you haven't believed me. Well, you see. You will see. It won't be long now. And I will set my face against that man. I'll make him a sign and a proverb. And I will cut off from the midst of my people, and he should know that I am the Lord. So God that's what he told him. I'm getting them all together, so all of them are where at. On the YouTube, Facebook, they're all where on the media, right? And he's about to expose all of them to the whole world at one time. Boy, it's going to be something. I'm telling you what's going on. Well, all right, you ain't got to believe it. But I'm telling you what the Lord God has done. I'm telling you, I'm laughing because I know what he showed me. All right. What you can wait around for years and years and years, and all of a sudden one day he gives it to you. And that's what happened. Man, not many times, I'm not getting there yet. But anyway, that's the Lord God said, I will cut him off from the midst of my people. And that's what they don't understand what's going on. They're still going out preaching and teaching and begging for money and selling their idols in partnership with me with my idols. That's what they're doing. God about to cut them all off at one time. Told you, Clyde asked me, said, man, you need to go on and give me your Facebook. But that ain't gonna do you no good, Clyde, because all that gonna be cut off. Everything gonna be cut off, shut down. And then when it reboot, because they got their plan, when it reboot, everything gonna be in the change. No, I ain't gonna be able to be on this thing. No. All the way I'm gonna be on this thing, I have to buy everything they say. Everything they say. You see that woman say she lost a job because she didn't take the vaccine. And then I had I see that man Tony the Pope this morning. What that man was talking about? No. He was talking about 2 days. If it comes to me, yeah. Oh yeah. And one of the things that he didn't agree with, the main thing he should have been agreeing with. If it come back, I didn't write it down. Man. I listen to these people. That's foolishness, man. And if the prophet be deceived when him that has spoken a thing, see, if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of my people. Are they not doing that? Are they not deceiving God's people? Well, God have done that to him. I told you what he had done, man. All right. I told you, man, if anytime you hear me on here begging and asking for some money, come on, publish, let's see, partnership with me or subscribe and like and stuff, cut that off. That's not of me. If I'm asking for any type of money, cut that off. Yeah, that ain't him. No, indeed. Nah, that ain't me. So you remember that. Remember that. Okay? Because that's what they do. I hear Kelly Gideon now, she trying to it's a slick move that they trying to do. Somebody gave some counsel, some ill counsel. Yes, ill. Some deceptive and wicked counsel. And so she said, if you want to bless me, they got people that pretending to beat me. And if you want to bless me, I have my information in that gray box down there in my comment section. That's where you can contact me and bless me at. And you got a PayPal and all that up there. Man, you think God don't know that and see that what you're doing? Okay, you might could deceive man, but you ain't deceiving God, and God let you go down and do it. Tell you how God is. God will let you do something. Don't stop it. Go ahead and let him do it. Did it to me. With my abomination, fornication, adultery, and all that. Go ahead and let him do it. And then, boy, when that judgment and that chastisement came, boy, I said, oh, God. Yeah, he waits. God ain't, I told you, God ain't in no rush to destroy man, to chastise man. Because when he does something, it is done forever. You can't change it once it's done. Go ask wrong. Oh, not wrong. Go ask the Catholic Church. Oh, go ask him. Man, you think God playing. God is not playing. But all these churches, that's why I raised in that dream, said this was going to happen to all the churches because they didn't keep my covenant. All right. You'll see. It's here now. Yeah, it's here now. Anyway, let's continue on. That's right. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet should be as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. I told you that. I've been telling you all the time. Yeah, because they're going to get the same punishment. That prophet that deceived that person in that church house, jumping up and down behind that pastor or preacher, they're going to receive the punishment for listening to that pastor or preacher. That's what they're going to receive, the same punishment, man. I'm not telling you to listen to me. I tell you all the time, go to your creator. Your creator want to have a personal relationship with you. Tell you that all the time. It's not wrong with you listening to me, but know that your relationship is supposed to be between you and your creator. Him that made you. Well, let's continue on reading it. Because all I can do is give it to you as now. When he told us, I'm going to send Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. So once you're, Elijah here, but they're going to tell you, oh, that's not Elijah. There's another man claiming to be Elijah. You know, just like when Jesus went down to hell, I had just another prophet claiming to be God until he got there. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you. So the punishment of that prophet should be even as the punishment of him that's seeking unto him. So they're going to receive the same punishment. That's why I tell you, go read the Apocalypse of Father Abraham. The Apocalypse of Father Paul. The Gospel of Bartholomew. It's too many books, man, the punishment. The Testament of 12 people, they got all that in there, what you're going to receive. The Testament of Solomon, they got all that in there, man. All right. Book of Revelation, they got in there what you're going to receive, what type of punishment you're going to receive. God is not a lie. You say he's going to do it. It's not. All you're supposed to do is wait for it. It shall come to pass. And you at that time. Let me continue on. I don't care how much time it takes today, you got to hear this message. The complete message. You got to hear it. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Well, you don't. Go ahead on about your business. That's up to you. It's not going to change one fact. All that they've been doing all these many years, have they changed anything? When the Lord God made that promise to Father Adam, say, hey, Adam, I can't change this. I'm going to break my covenant. They ain't going to alter nothing of my covenant that I have made for you. The 5,500 years. Come down, shave my blood, and restore you back as the first. Now, did he do that? So he's telling you about 400 years. Have you ever been to slavery 400 years? 7th generation? Yeah, y'all just getting out the 7th generation right now. So have you altered, changed anything? No. You're out there marching and jumping up and down and screaming. I'm just telling you what I went through. Going and getting education, voting, and getting monies and all that. Have you changed anything? Are you still in your captivity? Are they still ill-treating you? All right. I'm just letting you know, as God said. Then they send you the pastors and preachers and all that for you to keep you in this captivity, keep you in bondage, and you're on your way to hell with them with the same punishment. A bunch of damn fools. All right, let's continue on. I'm just telling you what you are. Okay, well, let's see again. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go and put it to the test here. Yeah, we can put it to the test. We can try that right now. So a fool, that's in book of Psalms, huh? Let's say Proverbs, one of them say a fool say there is no God, a fool don't believe in God. Right? And so where that fool going at? His punishment is hell, right? So he's damned and he's fool on his way to hell. All right. So the pastor and preacher that I'm reading to you, there's people that's in the poor, people in this congregation, everything I'm reading to you. Are they not on their way to hell along with that damn fool? And so what that makes them? Tell you, man, you gotta listen to what's going on, bro. All right. Well, they're doing all that. They talk about and heard that sermon too many times. Bigger bombs, and they twist it and want to make it seem like everything, but they are the ones not making bigger bombs. Even the man talking about heard that talking about how his church burned down, the Washington church burned down. I said, oh no, that's a blessing. God, we just gonna go out there and make it greater. We're gonna make it bigger, greater, bigger. That's what it means, right? Greater St. Stevenson, that was what the man church. It's greater and it's bigger. Then we got a worldwide ministry. Then we got a global partnership. Is that not making it bigger? And what Jesus told him, say, thy food this day, thy soul is required of thee. And what happened? And so it was warning to all the pastors, preachers, and teachers. If you go do the same thing as that man, go bigger and clamorous churches. I remember when I was coming up, I told you I used to watch all that. And we used to watch the crystal, that was the crystal what? Oh man. I used to watch the crystal, man, what's the name of that thing they call it? Anyway, there ain't no more, it's gone now. They told that guy. And he'd get up there and he'd brag about Dr. So-and-so and this. We got the crystal cathedral. That was the crystal cathedral in California. And I used to watch that every Sunday. I gotta go watch that. Yeah, there with that Christianity stuff. Now where is that? Just let you know what's coming on. Yeah, the Lord already told you, they build it bigger bonds. God gonna tear all that down. That's why he got them together. They already been told down. But what's making it so hard, the people still don't want to repent. They still going. Anytime I can look over on that Zoom and see all the people look at Periscope and see all the likes and the people subscribing, and he's still begging, and they still talking about they're gonna still have their trips and their summit. They haven't learned anything, but they will know. Yeah, I'm telling you, let's continue on. Anyway, let's continue on. Say, but they may be, yeah, just tell you what happened. So all of them get the same punishment. Just tell you that the house of Israel may go no more astray from me. neither be polluted anymore with their transgression, but that they may be my people, and I may be their God, said the Lord. I'm gonna go, I messed it up. But I'm telling you, that's why he's doing it. This is it. This is it. When I tell you this is it, the world gonna know. You're gonna get your bright nature. Everything gonna happen. Man, gonna happen just that fast. Okay. That the house of Israel may go no more astray from me. That's why he's doing it. Neither be polluted neither be polluted anymore with all their transgression, but that they may be my people, and I may be their God, say the Lord. So that's what's going on. The word of the Lord came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinned against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and I will send famine upon it, and cut off man and beast from it. Told you what was coming up next. Told you that famine. Told you some of them. I told it years ago. Them 2 horses. There, them 2 black horses. I told you all that, man. Come on, you can't watch my videos and not say that I did told you. I used to be on a radio. I know they used to hate me on a radio station. Yeah, but I could go along to get along with all that foolishness. Okay, so when I went back, they tried to make it as high as they wanted to, so that I wouldn't come back. But that's God's plan. Yeah, because the radio station only can reach so many, but YouTube and Facebook, they have some people that he wants to hear the word of God. Just like when I went to Les Felbridge, I said, "What you came for then?" I said, "Maybe God just wanted to show you a real prophet." And I left that one out. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm telling you, bro. Son of man, when the land sinned against me by trespassing grievously as they done. Because I tell you again, what the Lord God said, King David left it to you. He said, book of Proverbs 2. Our father Solomon left it unto you. God destroyed man at the height of their folly. And so when I was at the height of my folly, he destroyed me. Or did he? Yeah, at the height of my folly, well educated, have a good job and everything there. All that was one swipe. Tell me what God did. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. That's what he did. He's destroying man at the height of his folly. And they at the height of their folly. Yes, they are. He's about to bring them all down. All right. Son of man, when the land sinned against me by trespassing grievously. And so you know that land, what they're doing, they're making all these weapons of war. They got these laser beams that they can make, that fire is shooting down from heaven. They got all that. All right, I'm just telling you what they had. Then when I'll stretch out my hand upon it, and I'll break the staff of the bread thereof, and I will send famine upon it, and I'll cut off man and beast from it. So that's what you're looking at. I was watching, listen to this video, and that video, it showed, it said they had all the leaders of the world, the ones who have the head on the button, and all on fire at the same time, man. And that brought up so much that could be going down. Because just think about it. How many vaccines, how many people in New York got vaccinated, how many people in America got vaccinated? I'm going to live for it. Just about all of Israel, that piece of dirt is vaccinated, because they buried how many millions they got. So when that stuff turned up on them, what are they going to do? Just let me know, man. I told you I saw the nukes falling in New York City. And I told you that what happened I told you everything. I ain't going back over there. But let's continue on with this lesson. Because I have to be at a certain place, a certain time to let you know what's going on and for you to be there. Because if you're not there, anyway, let's continue on. Just telling you. All right. Though these, because he tell you all the time, what he's destroying, you got to destroy. When you go to this, any one of the books, really. When you go to the apocrypha Father Abraham, you go to this book, right, the apocrypha Father Abraham. I read that to you. And it tell you, he showed him a place that's devastated in the picture. Then the Most High come and bring that secret number that he had and bring it to the place that's devastated in the picture. And as I told you yesterday, God cannot bring us over that land. That land is dirty and it's filthy. With all those people in there doing all the things, and what you gonna go over there and be like Lot and be vexed? Come on, bro. Yeah, because when I was over there, I was vexed at what I was seeing. It broke my heart. It's lacerated my heart to see that what they was doing over there. because I went over there during gay pride day or week, whatever they had. And it was right there in Haifa in front of the city hall, with their clothes off and have their flag and everything, what they was doing over there. And should not the Lord be grieving for that land and that people? Come on, man. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should be delivered. Where was Noah, Daniel, and Job? That's in the whole earth, right? Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, say the Lord. I repeat it. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, say the Lord. Their own souls. All right, because you with all that foolishness, you still got to, as I've been telling you all the time, you still have to answer individually with the Lord. Because the Lord God, your creator, want a personal relationship with you. And you have to answer, well, Lord, I was a part of the Jehovah's Witness Church. Our temple was such, and I sent out all these pamphlets, and I gave all these books, and I collected so much money. And what the Lord God was going to tell you, get away from me, you work of iniquity. I didn't tell you that, do that. I told you to do this. Obey my voice and keep my command. I told you to go out in the world and teach and preach the gospel, deliver the gospel. That's why I told you that. I didn't tell you to go out there. This is what I want you to do. I want you to collect some monies, and I want you to build a church. Yeah, I don't want. He didn't tell you to do all that. No, he didn't tell you to do all that. Because he tells you in his word, he didn't tell you to do all that. All right. Okay, well, you go it on. You go it on. Well, he told you, Pat Robinson, he told me to go make a global partnership. He told me to start the 700 Club. Him and the other man, they keep going. I don't know. I seen him one time, was on there. I was enjoying it. The next thing he was gone. And then the next thing you know, I see how Pat Robinson, yeah, I seen how wicked people that man is. Politician, yeah, he stoned down politician. You gotta be that way because he love y'all buying his books, CDs, and be on his channel and come there and promote those people, and people guess they pay him for the promoting. He love all that. Love all that. Then he had put in his own 2 cents and put his own 2 cents in there and still put everything of what his creator said. Yeah, well, just tell him how to do it. Jill, 7 days Adventist, all of them do it. Say, I was under all that foolishness. They do the same thing. But you listen to Ezekiel, you listen to and you agree with that. And next thing you know, you be so wrapped up and tied into that, and you have no God, and you have no power, no knowledge, no nothing. And you enjoy it. Why? Because you're under that great spell, that great sorcery. That's where you're at. Okay. 7 demons that took hold of you. Them 10 women dressed in black have taken hold of you. Yeah? All right, let's continue on. Who are the 10 women dressed in black? Go read the Sheriff Departments, man. All right. And just tell you. Though these 3 men, Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, say the Lord God. If I cause some beast to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through it because of the beast. I read that to you yesterday. That's one of the 10 plagues. The popular father Abraham. That's one of the 10 plagues, bro. All right. Well, I just been reading that to the book of Isaiah. That's one of the plagues, the beasts and everything. How you bring them all to the supper. All right. Who they gonna be eating? Then again, though these 3 men were in it, as I live, say the Lord God, they should deliver neither sons nor daughters. They only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. I repeat, though these 3 men were in it, as I live, say the Lord God, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters. They only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm telling you. Just like me, I have sons and daughters out there. They ain't doing no good. No, they ain't doing good. Because he tell you that if they don't repent and obey his voice, keep his commandments, they can do like he want. Now they're not going to get delivered. Okay. Just telling you that's what the scripture telling you. Because they don't want to repent. Can God lie? Now I can do is pray for them as my people prayed for me. That's all I can do. All right. Repeat it. Though these three men were in it, as I live, said the Lord, they should deliver neither sons nor daughters. They only shall be delivered, but the land shall be what? Desolate. Or if I bring a sword upon that land, and it says, sword, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it. But that's what you're not looking at. All that stuff is already started. Hey, come on, bro. All that then already started, bro. Are you paying attention what's going on? All right. You listen to these people. When I first kicked off and they had YouTube, which I was on the internet, and I was doing that this. And the people tell you all to do, oh man, all the people on YouTube crazy. All the people on there, that's fake news and all that. They try to put all that out. But if these people on YouTube and Facebook so crazy, then why am I having the same dreams that they're having? Or dreams like the same dreams that they're having? Why then? You understand? And so they get the elderly and those people in that church out to go along and believe that stuff. But they having dreams and visions. Why? Because God said, I want the Most High, the Lord God, most gracious Father said, I want to pour out my spirit upon all flesh. All your sons and daughters should want to have dreams and visions. No matter if they robbers, thieves, criminals in jailhouse, not in jailhouse, no matter where they at, who they are, they're going to have dreams and visions. I know they are having. All right. Anyway, they might not be telling you they have them, but they have them. Anyway, let's continue on. Because the Lord God can't lie. And they got, how many times this war going to start? I'll tell you when this war going to start. This war start, I think it was May the 7th that he gave it to. All right, we're going to be worse than that. You're looking at just that. Just listen. Whatever you do, I know it's hard for you to listen to my voice and stuff. Hard for you to understand it. Just listen. It's not hard for you to understand the scriptures that I'm giving you. All right, let's continue on. All right. Or if I bring a sword upon that land, say, sword, go through the land so that I cut off man and beast from it. Because what these people don't understand, like the Lord God showed me, and he said, son of man, they got two ways that they're going to enter into Israel at peace and 30. Two ways they're going to enter it. Yes, they are. Two ways they already showed. And when they enter into ways, these people on there talking about the Iron Dome technology and all like that. Man, God gonna make it a way because that land is our land and they ain't got no business on that land. And he come to get all those who obey his voice, keep his commandment, that clean that land off and bring us on that land. That's what he says he's gonna do it, and he's gonna do it. All right, well, let's continue on reading. Though these three men were in it, as I live, said the Lord, they should deliver neither sons nor daughters, but only shall be delivered themselves. Or if I send a pestilence into the land and pour out my fury upon it, and that's what already got the pestilence going, and then how that coronavirus or that is it not a blood disease? All right, then. That's what he's telling you. He have done this, but that pastor and priest don't never send you to this thing. They send you all go to the gospel and go to the New Testament, take and twist and turn it like they want to be. But you can't twist and turn this and make it like you want to be. You can't do this. No, you can't. All right. Or if I send a pestilence into the land and pour out my fury upon it in blood, is that not happening? If not, is that not a pestilence? Is not it in blood? Well, why are they taking your blood? Why are they taking your DNA and all that? Why are they taking all that? Anyway, let's continue out. To cut off from it man and beast, everything will be cut off. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, say the Lord God, they should deliver neither son nor daughter. They should but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. So you go out there and do all the cures and get those vaccinations and shots or whatever you're doing, it's not going to help you now. Only your righteousness. Well, listen what he said. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, say the Lord God, they should deliver neither son nor daughter. They should but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. So you go ahead and do what you do. If you're not in righteousness, you're not going to be delivered. There, that's why I tell you, man, taking that foolishness, man, all the things you have done to me over the years, and now you want to say, oh, come on, let's sing Kumbaya. And I know this come from God, the Most High, and I know this is your chastisement have started, and this is the first one. Come on, bro. All right. Anyway, let's continue on then. I've got more to go. Let me hurry up so I can get there. But thus said the Lord, how much more when I send my four swords judgments upon Jerusalem? I'll repeat it because they're over there thinking that, first of all, they're taking your name. They're taking your righteous name. They're taking the name of Israel and saying that we are the Jews, we are God's chosen people. If you're God's chosen people, you don't have to depend upon no weapons of war. You don't have to depend upon nothing that Azazel brought down for to destroy mankind with. You don't have to depend upon nothing. You're depending upon what? Your creator sending out those angels that can kill so many in one night. You wake up, 400,000 men killed in one night. The angel of the Lord that went through that. I ain't going to read it to you. I read it to you before. And that's what you have. You have the whole army of heaven standing behind you. And you want to put your trust in man and not in God. Oh, these are only boy, they got everything. They're going to want all man. They have nothing. All right. Okay, well, let's see. No, I ain't going to read it. No, I'll get off the subject. Because I got to do something. This got to be the day. It have to be. You gave it to me this morning. I'm giving it to you like, yeah, give it back to me. All right, let's continue. But anyway, it said, but I'm just telling you. Say, how much more when I send my four swords judgments upon who? Jerusalem. That's where the judgment will come. Why? Because the Antichrist is coming now. The false Messiah, all of them, man. This book right here. Testament of Apostles of all the lies. Man. I don't think I marked it out. I see. No, wait a minute. I don't see it. Let's see. No, I already told you how he's coming. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. This is after we leave. Say they will be taken on their wings and removed from the rack. Gabriel and Uriel will be a column of light that go before them. We're all over this through this with you. Before them until they bring them into the Holy Land. And there will permit them to eat from the tree of life and wear white garments. While the angels keep watch over them, they will neither hunger nor thirst, nor will the lawless one have power over them. And at that time, the whole earth will what? Tremble. Now, how many earthquakes and earth being rolled together like a scroll and water over have I told you? All right, let's continue on. The sun will be darkened. Peace will be removed from upon the earth and from under the heaven. Now I go blank for some time. The trees will be uprooted and toppled. Wild animals and the domestic animals will die in confusion. Tell you. Birds will fall on the ground dead at the waters, and the waters of the sea will evaporate. The sinners will cry out on the earth, saying, What have you done to us, lawless one, by saying, I am the Christ, when you are the lawless one, and you have no power to save yourself, much less to save us. You performed vain marvels before us until we had made us strangers to the Christ who created each one of us. Woe unto us because we listened to you. All right, one more time. All right, we are about to die in an evil manner, in affliction. Go read this down. And that's what I'm telling you. Because the righteous is going to be taken. How are they going to take it back to the land? Because the land going to be cleaned up. Well, let's continue. Well, lie. There you go with another lie. All right, well, that's it. I mean, you got a little column up there. You think I'm lying? Put up there. See, lies if you're going on another lie. For thus said the Lord, how much more when I send my full sword judgment upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine, the loss of beasts, the pestilence, the cut off from it, man and beast. All right, well, let's wait a minute. I'm just telling you. No. Let's come on. I saw Apocrypha of Elijah. That's the one I read. But let's see what this one says. All right. Hold up. Let's see. because you don't understand. Okay. What is the desire in thy heart? And I will tell thee, because thou hast sought to see the 10 plagues which I have prepared for the heathen, and have prepared beforehand, and to pass over the 12th hour of the earth. Here where I shall divulge thee, so shall it come to pass. Now, you know you're in the last hour. You know you're in the last hour because you had 12 years. And so where you at now? You about to go into what, the 42 months? That's what it is? 3.5 years? Let's continue. The first pain of great distress. The second, conflagration of many cities. The third, destruction and pestilence of animals. The fourth, hunger in the whole world and of his people. The whole world. Told you, man, the dirt, the great dirt. All right. The fifth, the destruction among its rulers. They're going to destroy themselves. Destruction by earthquake and the sword. The sixth, the multiplication of hail and stones. The seventh, wild beasts will be their grave. The eighth, hunger and pestilence will alternate with their destruction. The ninth, punishment by the sword and fight and distress. The 10th, thunder and the voice and the destructive earthquake. Okay, well, let's continue on reading. Let's continue on reading. Well, a lot of y'all think, oh, they ain't well. No, God ain't gonna. Oh, God ain't gonna do evil, all the good he do good. He ain't gonna do that. He loves us. Right? He loves you so much, but he sent you in captivity 400 years, 7 generations. And you don't even know why you were sent in captivity. Go ahead and read this book, Adam and Eve. Go to the last, I don't know, might be the last. After he chastised Cain and told Cain what he was planning on Cain, but Cain didn't want to be chastised. No. Y'all just like y'all doing now. Y'all will do all this evil and wicked to these people, Israel, that you have been doing for 400 years, 7 generations. Now the chastisement started. Now you don't want to be chastised. You want to continue on, oh, we are God's chosen people. Bless the Jews and God will bless you. Bless Israel and God will bless you. And that's what they tell you. And all the time, the Most High telling you, the Lord God, Jesus, your creator, telling you, I'm going to destroy it all. I will send 4 things judgment against it until I destroy it. I will send 4 sword judgment upon Jerusalem. And still blessing Jerusalem. The sword and the famine, the noisome beast and the pestilence that cut off from it man and beast. Why? Because that's our land. All right. Yet behold, there should be left a remnant that should be brought forth. Both sons and daughters, behold, they should come forth unto you. And you shall see their way and their doings, and you shall become comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem. Evil that I brought upon Jerusalem. Even concerning all that I have brought upon it. Now, that right there, you say, well, old nonsense, old lie, how you gonna get out of that? You just finished saying, now, there's nothing to get out. You haven't been over there. And so what they did, they went over there in Africa, where our people had was fleeing the wrath, and that's what they did. And so, well, some of us was bought slave in Africa too. Come on, bro. The sun have never, they say once upon a time, the sun never set on the British Empire. So the sun never set on the British Empire, and these are the people that put us in slavery. Have they not put us in slavery over all the world? Come on, man. Anything I tell you, the Lord God has been given up to me, and you're not going to beat him. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. So when I was over there in 2014, bringing them the props, they had all of them young people come over there and say they don't like us over there. They don't like us over here. They don't. We're not fighting for these people. Tell me all the things how they're being treated. Now, I could say, well, say, Mom, they not going to do that, treat you like that. But they did me the same thing. And yeah, they did do it. Ooh, the people done me all types of stuff with them. And so, but you got the true Israel people over there. And so that's what God is telling you about. They have a remnant that they went over there, took from Africa and said, oh, y'all Jews just like us, not knowing who they are because they had put their lie throughout the 4 corners of earth. It told you that when you go read the prophecy of Esau, it tell you Esau going to do an unpardonable act that's going to make something that cannot do, he cannot deny, and he's going to be rooted out of the earth because he can't repent from it. And that's, go read it, man, go read it. This is called the prophecy of Esau, the blessing of Esau, where our father Isaac put on Esau. Man, go read it, man. All right, anyway. They had 2 blessings go out that day. They had one went to Jacob and the other one went to Esau. Go learn the Esau blessing. Go read the Testament. It's in here. Levi, where is that? In Testament of 12 patriarchs in each one, in one of these books. And when you go read that, go read what Father Levi told you that they was going to do. And they don't supposed to be in that land. Them Jews don't supposed to be over there in that land. But yet they're still there over there. So the Lord God, and what are they doing in there? Making all type of weapons of war. They're waiting on the false Messiah for the place where the Most High is going to rest, his resting place. Where the Creator is going to rest in Jerusalem. Man, come on, don't make me go there. Because when you make me go there, you're making me fall. All right, let me go. I'm going to go there. I want to show you. That's where you're going to be. I tell you over and over again. Bring it back to what? His holy mouth. Holy Mount Zion. I tell you that all the time, over and over again. I'm telling you the same thing. All right, let me read it to you then. Because, well, hey, you go lie there, boy. You go about to tell another lie. All right, well, let's see. Let's see if I'm going to tell another lie. All right. We're going to Ecclesiastes chapter 36. That's what we're going to. Ecclesiastes chapter 36. All right. I'll tell you I'll tell you. I'm going to post it for you. I'll put it right over there in that column over there. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. Let me see. Come on, man. Don't do that. All right. I'll see. Do it like that. No, you got it. That's how you always do me. Wait a minute. Let me see. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put it up there. I'm posted. You know, I'm going to post it right there where y'all can see. Okay. Post right there where you see. There you go. Got it? All right. That's where we're going to be at. All the prophets, everything tell you what he's going to do. That's where we're going to be at. All right. Anyway, let's get back to where we're going at. I'm telling you, where some people, God going to strike him down from lying. I'm reading from the book of Ecclesiastes. The book of Ezekiel. That's where I'm reading from. That part that gave me, that comes from the book of Ecclesiastes, because that's the apocryphal. That's this book. Come on, man. Lord God tell you, gotta get away from you. All you're doing is drinking milk and eating bread and those pastor preachers. That's what all they feed you. Milk and bread. And you don't want, the Creator want to feed you wholesome meat. And that's why he left it to us. But y'all don't want that. And then when them pastors and preachers say, buy my book, buy my CD, come partnership with me, I'm going to send you some dove. I'm going to send you a prayer mantle. I'm going to send you a mantle. And, come on, bro. And the Lord God tell you all the time, I'm going to destroy them all and kill them all. I'm going to get them in one place and destroy them all. And that's what's about to happen now. You better listen to me. All right. Anyway, let's going to tell you. Why? Because if the Lord God gave me this, I'm giving it to you. I'm going to send you my messenger to prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his holy temple. All right. That's what he said. All right. Then he said, I'm going to send you Elijah before the what? The great and dreadful day of the Lord. And the day of the Lord is what? A day of darkness and night of light. A day of thick clouds, a day of gloom. That is the day of the Lord. All right. Well, let's continue on here. I'm just telling you. All right. All right. Behold, they should come forth unto you, and you shall see their way and their doing. You should be comforted concerning evil that are brought up on Jerusalem, even concerning all that are brought up on it. And so they think they're getting away with the way they're treating us over there, the true Israel. And they're about to get it. They're about to reward everything. They're about to reward. Why? Because he told you what's going to happen when the evil and wicked one comes into the world. When the false Messiah be in the world, he told you, I just been reading everything, that wasn't going to happen. I've seen all these dreams and visions. All I had to do was wait for it. I didn't ask him to tell me, so God, would that be? Oh, God, show me that. I didn't tell him to ask him to do that. And all of a sudden, it started flowing and rushing in. One after one. And you don't even understand where you're at. All right? Because they didn't allow to buy you to sleep with all this running behind monies and things of this world. And not knowing, wanting to have the knowledge of God. Let's continue on. All right. And they should comfort you when you see their ways and their doing. You should know that I have not done without a cause all that I have done in it, say the Lord. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I received it. That's why I know. Just like I say, I'm comforted because at first I just started to say, well, There it goes. But then he showed me that don't worry about it. That don't worry about it. About not just chastise them, all the pastor, all the preacher, everyone that ever done ill treated you, all those that put us in this captivity and won't let us go, all of them, he taking it all out. All right, I'm just letting you know, man. All right, let's see. All right, I'm just letting you know. Okay. Man, I'm not just telling you this to be true. Let's go to the next one then. Now, let's go to the next one. Now, we got, because you don't understand what's going on, it's been there all the time. And like I told you, I had read it many a time. And it never came to me. Then all of a sudden, this morning, I heard a little boy talking about it. Then all of a sudden, I heard this morning, all of it came to me. Just like that, he revealed it unto me. So let's go. Let's continue on. No, because I have to be at a certain place at a certain time. You listen to me before, you know I have to be at a certain place at a certain time. And when I get there, you might not like it, but you can't change what's going on because he made a promise. He made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He made a covenant with Enoch, Noah, and Shem. He made a covenant with Adam, Zeth, and Methuselah. Oh man, he made a covenant with all our people. Yeah, he made a covenant with let's see, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No, not a covenant. Well, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, this is called the Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, and Gad, and Asher. He made a covenant with all our fault, and he's keeping that covenant. All right. Go read the book, go read the prophecy, and find out that it's coming to pass. Okay. Thus said the Lord God, Amos chapter 8, verse 1. Thus said the Lord God, show unto me, and behold, a basket of summer fruit. Now, before I went to bring the prophecy to Jamaica, yeah, I saw a basket of summer fruit. And a lot of people look at baskets. Why would they look? I've seen the watermelon. I've seen the cucumbers. Those are summer fruits. So those fruits like that. And so that's what he showed me. Okay. And he said, Amos, what seest thou? And I say, a basket of summer fruit. Then say the Lord unto me, the end is come upon my people of Israel. I will not again pass by them anymore. So that's where you at. You're at the end, right? All right, let me continue on reading it. And the songs of the temple shall be howling in that day, say the Lord God. There shall be many dead bodies in every place. They shall cast them forth with silence. I'm telling you what's coming up on you. Now, you don't have to believe me, but let me continue on with this, and we'll get to the next, and you're going to do everything that I'm talking about. You're going to do it too. You're going to say, man, I've been reading that all the time. Hear this, O you that swallow up the needy, and even make the poor of the land to fail. Once again, hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail. So who are those? Now you got to understand, also look forward to your pastor, priest, and teacher, because that's what they do. They swallow up the needy. And when they swallow up the needy, what we have been doing, we've been failing in keeping what? The Holy Covenant. We've been failing in keeping the commandments. Yes, we have. You've been doing this thing over and over again and say, oh, Lord, I have a problem with smoking. How can I never get over that? Oh, Lord, I have a problem with smoking weed. Oh, Lord, I have a problem with doing drugs. Oh, Lord, I have a problem with hormones. Oh, Lord, I have a problem with adults. And you want to know why you have never overcome them things, even though you've been battling with it for so many years? Because the pastor and preaching them putting sorceries and everything over you. Yes, they are. And they're not teaching you to keep the Holy Covenant, Holy Commandment, as I'm telling you, because once he showed me in book of Isaiah, that's more than just keeping the Sabbath day. I used to be 7 Day Adventist. You can go to 7 Day Adventist and all that stuff, and keeping the Sabbath. And then he showed me, says, it's more than just the Sabbath, it's the Holy Covenant. I was in that and doing everything that I want to do, and not knowing, getting up, falling back down, getting up, falling back down. Not knowing that I was in that church house and they wanted that to happen. And the demons attack you all the time so you can come back to them and bring your tithes and all, and then you go back so sad. Want to know how, man, how I'm going to overcome this, man. I'm hurting my wife, I'm hurting my children, and I don't know what's going on. And she don't know what's going on because she's going through something similar. They come to find out that the demons, doctrines of devils, doctrines of demons, and you go in there and those religions and those denominations. There's a design plan that Christianity and all that. That is a design plan to get you away from serving Jesus, to get you away from serving your Creator. That's what it is. I'm telling you. So when I found out that it was more than just the Sabbath day, it was a covenant, and as He had showed me and told me, then I started getting into it. Man, boy, that strength and power started coming. Then the pornography and all that stuff, abomination. Because when you're watching that and doing that, it's abomination. When you're going out there, oh, I'm going to buy me some antique, I'm going to buy something for the house, and buy me a picture, make the house look pretty. All that is up in Ezekiel. That's what it is. All right. Oh, yeah. That's what you're doing. And you keep falling. You don't know why. And you can be reading. You can read, go read, I haven't read it before. I read Deuteronomy so many times. Yeah, then I have read chapter 7 of Deuteronomy, when they tell you get rid of all that out your house, of cussed idol. And you just go around all the pastor, preach, go to church. Yeah, you go back to the prison house the next Saturday or the next Sunday morning, and doing all the things all the way after you have read all that. You want to know why? Yeah, because it's a spell being cast over you. That's why Jesus told you, first, get the beam out your eye. That means cast that foolishness, turn your head away from observing vanity, as our King David had told us. So when you do all that, you get rid of that spell, that enchantment that Azazel and them had over you. Come on, man. You in the church house, you agree with everything them people say. So when you go read this book, the prophets of Father Abraham, it tells you how he had given Azazel the will and the way to everyone that listened unto him. Go read it, bro. I posted that the other day. Go read it, bro. And so when you go read this book, this one here is the book of Enoch. That's why he left all this thing for. So when you go read chapter 8 of the book of Enoch, you see everything Azazel had brought down, and all that is in that building, that prison house that they call a church house, when the law of God says it should be a house of prayer. And so when you go read that book, then you go read the chapter of harvest, then you find out that you're the church. And you're the one that take off everything of this world, abstain from everything of this world. And obey his voice, keep his command. But you can't learn that until you do the first step. First, cast the beam out your eye, then you see clearly how to cast the moon out your brother. And so when you start wanting everything of this world, running behind the God of this world, mammon, that's why he told you can't serve two God. You can't serve God, money, and mammon too. And mammon is the name of the God of money, the God of gain. So when you go read this book, the Testament of John, the Acts of John, and you have that there, you see that why you don't have no power. Because you're running behind everything of this world. And when you run behind everything of this world, you are stripped of your power. Come on, bro. It's written down there. That's the law. God left that for you. All right, well, let's continue on reading it. Because that's what's coming on. You're about to destroy it all. You're not paying attention. Because he told you, he said, all of them are sleeping dogs. They're dumb dogs with no understanding. That's the reason for you telling you that. All right, you're going to see. Let me continue on. And the songs of the temple should be howling in that day. Where's the temple? Should be what? Howling in that day, said the Lord. There shall be many dead bodies in every place. That's the whole world. They shall cast them forth with silence. The 3 days of darkness. If you don't know nothing about 3 days, go read the book of Jasher, J-S-H-R. And go read about our father Moses, when the 3 days of darkness came, how it was. And they couldn't do nothing. And after the 3 days came, you had to take all them dead bodies. And just take them and put them on the side. Because that was just in Egypt and some other place. But now it's going to be over the whole world. Why? Because Israel is scattered over the whole world. And the Asian, everybody, they hate us. Do they hate us? Right? Okay, well, you haven't been nowhere. Man, all you got to do is go on YouTube and see the Japanese, the Chinese, Asian, the black people, the Korean black, they're Israel, and learn how much they hate them. All right, just letting them know. You've been treated the same all over the world by Esau children. Anyway, let's continue. I'm just telling you what's coming on. It's going to be the whole world. Let me hurry up because I want to get there for you. All right. Hear this, all ye that swallow up the meat and make the full of the land and field. That's a desired plan. Saying, when will the new moon be gone? So you know the new moon, not the full moon, the new moon. that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shackle great, and falsifying the balance by what? Deceit. Now, because that's what they're doing. They're telling you to bless Israel. Why? Because they want, if they're blessing Israel, the Jews and everything, they're making what? They're making them great people. Falsifying the balance, what? By what? Deceit. And that's what they're doing. It's called them the good people. And you see all the evil works and the evil acts they're doing. And you look at God, Israel, and what good is Israel doing? Scattered all over the world. They ain't making no weapons of war. They ain't trying to, well, we're going to plan an ambush and all that. We're not doing none of that. We done put on sackcloth and ash and we're praying to our Creator. That's what we are doing. But what these people want to do, when a new moon going to pass, because that's the day of fasting. That's what they're doing. Okay, well, this new moon here, watch out, Pop. I'm just telling you, watch out for this new moon. Okay, because it got more things going to be happening going on. I told you about the 2 quarters. Right. I'm getting there, but let me hurry up. That we may buy the poor for silver and the needy for a pair of shoes, yea, and sell the refuse of the wheat. We go to Family Dollar. I mean, not Family Dollar. No, Dollar Tree. So when I go to Dollar Tree, I buy a jar of peanuts, crushed up. That's the refuge of it. All right. That's what they do. All right. So all I can do is give it to you. And then when they tell you, what they tell you, it's on this book, right? It's in there. Not by might, not by power, it's on there. And so what they do, what you got, what they gave to you? Oh well, we got tennis shoes. Though they not have the tennis shoes, all over kind of sneakers, call them sneakerheads, that what they have. Just let me know. I remember when they bought out the Air Jordan. When I was by night, I used to be mad I had to pay what I think it was $20-something for a pair of. I started wearing, I started going and getting it because I don't care what you made of. 6 months if you playing on with the asphalt, them shoes gonna be worn out in 6 months. I don't care what you're doing. If you playing ball like you're supposed to be, I don't care how much you pay. So I started buying them, so buying what they call bow rackets. Go to what the people name is no, they used to have Payless. Now this other one they call the Sports Authority people. That's the name of them. You go buy me a $12, $15, they're gonna wear out 6 months anyway. Yeah, that's what I used to do. Yeah, I try to teach my children how to do that, but they gotta have the best of the best. Pay all that money and watch them sit in the closet. And then they go pay all that money, they're still gonna wear out. If they use them, they're gonna wear out in 6 months. Tell them what they're doing. All right. That we may buy the poor for what? For silver. Got a lot going on with that, man. Go read this book here. Go read the testament of the 12 patriarchs and our father Judah. All our fathers tell you what was going to become of us and what was going to happen to us. Was going to become plunderers and covetous of other men's good. And that's what they do, man. They get you out there, and everybody want to be an idol. Everybody want to be a superstar. Every next raps, next gangster, whatever. And who all want to do that? Go to the military. Who all in the military? Poor people. And what y'all want to do? Run behind other man's silver and gold. And then got yourself in a whole lot of trouble behind them. Have you not where actual people behind the prison wall? What they have done to be in the situation that they are in now. This is right. Anyway, the Lord has sworn, just telling you, the Lord has sworn by his excellency of Jacob. Sworn by the excellency, sometimes, excellency of Jacob. Now you know what that is? All right. Who's the excellency of Jacob? Is it not Christ? That's what it is. Go read it. Surely I will never forget any of their works. But the word is excellent in all its ways. It is excellent. The word is excellent. Go type it in. Type it in, bring it up. The excellency is the law of God, Jesus, the Christ. That's the excellency of Jacob. It's the word. Surely I will never forget any of their works. Shall not the land tremble for this? Now, all that they have done, shall not the land tremble for this? and everyone mourned that dwell therein. Now remember, where's the shackle? What land is the shackle in? All right, just letting you know. Right away. All right, let's continue on. If you want to know about the balances of deceit, got to read the Ecclesiasticus. Go read it, and then they tell you about the buyer and the seller and what he's always doing. Go read the Testament, the Gospel of Thomas, and learn about the businessmen. They tell you what they do. All right, anyway, let's continue on. No, because I want to be at a certain place at a certain time. And you got to hear it. You got to hear it. You got to know what all this means. Come on, man. You know this means something. Right. Shall not the land tremble for this? Everyone mourn that dwell therein. And it shall rise up holy as a flood. Without you knowing, man, how a flood come on you so quick. All right. Shall not the land tremble for this? Everyone mourn that dwell there. As the whole world is going to happen to the whole world. This event that's coming up on going to happen on the whole world. And when that happens, everything going to change, man. All right, let's continue on. And it shall rise up holy as a flood. It shall be cast out and drowned as by the flood of Egypt. And it shall come to pass in that day, say the Lord God, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon. And I will darken the earth in the clear day. Just like it's a clear day, I tell you, man, when I saw Warrenwood, oh, and that Warrenwood hit, it was a clear day. Boy, it was so beautiful and so gorgeous out there. And I watched it come down all so slow. Oh, man, it was so beautiful when it came down. Boy, but when it hit, from one end of the earth to the other, at one time. Now, how could that happen? All I could see the waves coming out. Now I'm in New Orleans, and it hit in the Pacific Ocean. But it goes out. If I tell you, go take your everything. Go take a little pebble or something, get your glass of water, or whatever you want to do, and just drop it in there and see how that wave go out. And so that is Warrenwood hitting the earth. That's how it's gonna happen. And then when that happens, everything gonna go. But that's not that. I'm just telling you what's going to happen, bro. All right, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Well, what he says he's going to darken them, but it's still going to be. Let me just give it to you. Let me just continue on. Then you're going to know exactly what the law of God says, and you're going to know exactly where to find it. Then you won't have to worry about these pastors, preachers, and teachers lying to you. Or even if I'm lying to you, you won't have to worry about that. Okay. And I will turn your feasts into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation. Now bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I'll make it as the morning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. Oh yeah, man, how many times I told you I could see these things. All right, well, he gave me something this morning. Let me hurry up so I can give it to you. All right. Behold, the day is come, say the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And that's coming. That's why I'm telling you now, when that happens, you ain't gonna have no communication. It ain't gonna be though. Well, let me see. Let me go text Elijah and find out what's going on. Let me call Elijah and see what's happening. Ain't gonna be there. All that gonna be shut down. As you can read and see now, all that's gonna be shut down. All right. I'm just telling you what's going on, man. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Just tell you. When they showed that Eli and how this there was, how he was walking backwards from one coast to the other coast, and he was looking for where to bring the Holy Bible. What would you thought that meant? That's how the devil is. Your adversary is cunning. He's been leaving this in the movies all the time. He's been playing this out in the championships and everything. He's been doing it all the time, right before your face. Because when you're looking at the football players, basketball players, and all that, they got numbers and names on them. All right. And so these correspondence, like you have a dream, and in a dream I've seen 444, or in a dream I've seen 833, or in a dream, I'm just telling you, or in a dream I've seen 777. They correlate with something. And so when you start reading these different books and everything, and somebody tell you a number and stuff, and you got to know what took place before, so you can match the numbers up, or just wait on the Most High and show you what the numbers mean. All right, let's continue on. Because the way we look at it is not the same as the way it is. Your adversary is cunning, man. Just like I'm reading from you from 8:11. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. All right. So we know that 8 is 1, and the M is what number? 8 is the number. 1, 1, that's the number also. Is that not? All right. But also, you can add. You can add 8 and 11. What number does that mean? Or you can add 8 and 1 and leave the 1 by itself. There's a lot of ways you can make that number stand out. And that's what Satan is doing, to claim that he is God. All right. Anyway, let's continue. All right. But the hearing of the words of the Lord, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and what? Shall not find it. Tell you, that's the way it's going to be. I just been reading that in the prophets of Elijah. Yeah, because they're going to say, let's go find them. Let's see what we can find in the righteous people. But they ain't going to be able to find them. Now they're going to be able to find them, bro. They're going to be gone. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to see what I can see. Because they have, this is 3 books in one. And 3 different people wrote out what they thought it was going to be. And they had left. Let me see. Because they tell you that they're going to go looking for us. They're going to come looking for us. And they ain't going to be finders. Oh, they're going to come looking for us. Let me see if I find out where I see. Yeah, they're going to come looking for us. Let's see. My time should not pass away. My years have become months. My days have passed like the dust. I will perish now. Hasten to the desert and seize the brigandine. Kill them. Fetch the saints. But their account does the earth give produce. They're going to be looking for us. See, they're going to say, fetch the saints. But on their account does the earth give produce. And for produce. And for their account does the sun shine upon earth. For on their account does the dew settle upon the ground. And the sinners will weep, saying, we have made us enemies of God. If you have the power, arise and pursue them. And he will spread his fiery wings and fly away in pursuit of the saints. Go read it, man. It's right here in this book. All right. Just tell you. All that's lines up with the book, man. All right. I have always remembered Jason abridged the Bible. Let me hurry up. Because I'm almost finished. Because all is leading up to one thing. And when I should tell you that one thing that's leading up to it, you'll say, oh, that's what that meant. I didn't know either. I've been telling this thing, saying the same thing for years. All right, let's continue on. All right, so it should not find. And that day should a fair virgin and young men faint for thirst. Because I told you how they ain't going to have no water. All right, and also they ain't going to have the word of God. Come on, man. So reason to remember this. And that day should a fair virgin and young men faint for thirst. They shall swear by the sin of Samaria and say that thy God ordained liveth, and the manner of Bathsheba liveth. And they shall fall and never rise again. All right, that's Amos chapter 8, right? So we got one more. There's one more going. Got one more, and I'm going to be through with this. All right. No, because I'm trying to show you and tell you what's going on, man. All right. There's one more. Because that he had left death. He had left this unto us. But we've been listening to these pastors and preachers all these many years till going to our Creator and finding out. And then when you go to listen to them, they give you one choice of scripture. And then they build up the lies around it. That's what they do. All right. Even though I went through that when I just went through what y'all can go back and find more and more into that. Because every man's gift is different. All of us had the same. All of us serve the same. The Most High But all our gifts are different, even though they're the same. That's why when Apostle Paul will tell you about the arm, the leg, or the Lord God will tell you about the dry bones, the valley, bone against bone, but all of them makes up the same thing. And Christ is the head. Even though we the body, he's still the head. If you don't know that, go read the Shepherd of Hermas and find out about the church and learn of who's the church and that you are the church. And everything was created for the church, as I just finished reading it to you. On account of, I told you that yesterday. The sun rises for who? The sunset for who? The moon rises for who? I gave you all that yesterday, man. All right, let's continue on. We're going to Matthew chapter 16, verse 1. Now, if you don't get it now, well, I guess you go pray on it. All right. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempted desired to him that he would show them a sign from heaven. So now y'all waiting on a sign from heaven, are you not? Well, that's what the Pharisees are saying. And right now today, they're waiting on signs from heaven. Are they not? Okay. Let's continue on then. And he answered and said unto them, when it is even, you say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. So it's just teaching how to read the sky. Oh, you hypocrites. You can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the time? And so that's what we tell you. Discern the times of the sign. Yes, you don't know the exact date and the exact hour of his return, but you can know the seasons of his return. You can know everything that he said that was going to happen come to pass, and you know what? His return is upon us. Just like the people say, oh, there's going to be a rapture, he's going to come to rapture out, and we ain't going to go through all. That's a lie. That's a lie, as I've just finished reading it to you. But let's continue on. I'm just telling you. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Once again, a wicked and adulterous generation seek after a sign. Are they not wicked and adulterous? Yeah, man. You watching that pornography, you lusting over with different women, and all kind of stuff going on, as I read to you the other day. Okay, well, you're a wicked and adulterous generation. Are you not living in that? Have you not just came out there when you made the Most High? When you start serving your Creator, have you not came out of that? I just want to tell you that. When Oprah Winfrey, but what happened to you? Well, that's something that happened to all of us. And we've been wicked and we've been adulterous. And we have came out there and we're serving our Creator. Okay, well, if you don't believe, well, you don't like the Lord. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. There should no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. There should be no sign given unto him except what? The sign of Jonas. And he left them and departed. Did y'all get it? Okay, I hope that you did. Because what you waiting on? Jonah stayed in the whale's belly 3 days and 3 nights, right? When the 3 days and 3 nights, what was he in the whale? What could he do in the whale's belly 3 days and 3 nights? What could he do in it? What did he do? It was dark. They didn't have no light in there. Okay, he couldn't have nothing to eat in there. He couldn't drink the water in there. Couldn't do nothing but stay in that one place for 3 days and 3 nights, and all he did was what? Pray unto the Most High. The day of darkness, you're waiting for the 3 days of darkness, and there should be no sign given unto it, but what? The sign of Jonas, the 3 days of darkness, man. The Lord God gave me that this morning. I said, man, I've been reading this for years and never put it together. Never put it together. He gave it to me this morning. And that's what you're waiting on. And that's why I'm telling you, prepare right now. Hopefully you prepare, because it's going to be within this little section of time, the 2 quarters of the moon. As he showed me the 2 quarters, everything was going to come together. They're going to touch one another. I'm just telling you what's going on, man. And that's what they tell you. So you discern the times and seasons, as he telling you now. And everybody talking about what? The 3 days of darkness. And boy, and when the Lord God, like I said, he gave me this and said, because I only tell you about Jonah and how I fasted 3 days and 3 nights, and the Lord God came unto me the 3rd night. Yeah, well, yes, he did. And so, boy, when he gave me that this morning, I said, man, that's what that meant. As I just finished reading to you. Because when when the darkness came over Egypt, when we left the first time, remember that? And they couldn't do nothing but go read the book of Joshua. They couldn't do nothing but sit in a place. And wherever they was at, they had a lot of people dying of fright, fearless, and everything. Yeah, a whole lot of people died during that 3 days of darkness. And another thing you got to understand this here, there ain't going to be no lights or nothing, as I read to you in the prophecy. When he gave me that dream prophecy, and I told you I came out of the dream like I had been days in that prophecy. All right, anyway, come on, let me continue on. That's what's going on right now. And I'm telling you, if you're going to black out your windows or whatever, you better start doing it. All right? Because it's got more to it than that. I always tell you, I'm not telling you everything. But I'm giving you as he has given it unto me. A wicked and adulterous generation seek after a sign, and there should no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. And he left them and departed. And when his disciples were come unto the other side, they had forgotten to take bread. And Jesus said unto them, take heed and beware what? Of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. The leaven. And that's what they have done. Come on, man. We have, that's why he gave us the Passover. Unleavened bread. It's pure. We serve our Creator. And so what they did, they gave us leaven. They gave us the church house. They gave us the denomination. They gave us the religions. They gave us the idols. They even right now, they're giving you everything. And all that is leaven. And who's giving it unto us? The pastor, the preachers, the teachers, the scholars, the doctors. That's what he's telling. Who's the Pharisees and the Sadducees? Are they not doing it? Right now today, they're giving you everything. And Jesus told you what? Beware of them. And what sign we should be looking for? We should be looking for the days of darkness, 3 days of darkness, as the sign of Jonah, when Jonah was in the wheel, 3 days and 3 nights in the darkness, as our father, get too excited. When our father Moses was in that darkness was over Egypt for 3 days and 3 nights. And what happened after that? Then everything changed, and we was able to leave after that, after the world know who we were. And that same thing will happen. I just been reading that to you. And that's what's going to happen during the 3 days of darkness. They're going to know that all these pastors and preachers and teachers are lying, and Lord God going to destroy them all at one time. I hope you can see it. Okay? Hope you see it as he has been showing it unto me. Got more to it than just that, but I'm just letting you know what's happening. All right, let's continue on. And they reason among themselves, saying, it's because we have taken no bread. And when Jesus perceived, he said unto them, oh, you little faith, why reason you among yourselves because you have brought no bread? Do you not understand, neither remember the 5 loaves of the 5,000, and how many baskets you took up? Neither the 7 loaves of the 4,000, how many baskets you took up? How is that you do not understand that I speak not to you concerning bread? Let's keep on telling you. Because the pastor preacher be teaching you this, and what they're teaching will tell you about this. And all I'm talking about the loaves of bread and all that. Come on, man, I heard 2 minute service on that. All right, let's continue on. Well, I'm telling you exactly what it means. They have given it to you as he gave it up to be, man. Let's continue on. Then understood how they bade them not to beware. Hey. Then understood they how that he bade them not beware of the leavened bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And what are their doctrine? Some God coming back and fly your way. They'll never talk about the 3 days of dark and preach upon Moses and what that darkness meant and what happened. No, they ain't put it all in the Holy Bible. I done went over that with you, man. I'm not posting it. Man, I know I just said the wrong thing. Lord God smacked it, and I have to post it. What happened during that 3 days of darkness, but after that, everything was changed. Just as he's telling you and teaching, telling you right now, when that happened, everything will change. You're going to know who is the righteous, who is the wicked, who has the Spirit of God, and who don't have the Spirit of God. Come on, man. You'll know everything. The world will know who we are. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. They got a plan, man. You don't think the devil is not going to have a plan knowing that this is coming. But they ain't going to be able to do that. All right. Anyway, let's continue. I've just been reading that to you. What was going to happen unto us. Let's continue on. All right. Then understood they how he bade them not to beware of the leaven of the bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they say, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. And he said unto them, but who say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And so that's where what I'm giving you. How can I know this, man, unless he gave it up to me? I've been reading this for years, man. They have been listening to them sermons on this for years and never knew that what that meant. And everything is about to change. Boy, that's yeah, but let's continue on. Now say unto them, thou art Peter, upon this rock I build my church, and the gates of hell should not prevail against it. So when he told Peter that, Peter didn't understand. Neither did I when I read it. But when I read the shepherd of harvest, I understood it all. I understood exactly what that meant. And so they had the populace of Peter, got the populace of St. Paul, Father Paul, populace of Father Peter. But also, go read the shepherd of harvest, man. And all this rock and the gates, you know exactly what it means. And it's not prevailing over us because we know we worship and serve our Creator. We're not falling for the doctrines of the pastors, the preachers, the teachers, the religious doctrine, the denomination of doctrine. We got rid of all that, and we're serving our Creator. All right, let's continue on. Now I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth should be bound in heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth should be loosed in heaven. So when I tell you that, go read it, bro. Go find out what you're supposed to loose on earth. And they're going to be loose up. Because when I start obeying his voice, keeping his commandment, next thing I know, he start giving me everything. Start giving me keys, start giving me jewelry, start giving me stones, start giving me crowns, start giving me white garments, and so many things. Start giving me swords, shields, armor, and the gifts that he had given unto me. I said, so much, I can tell you everything. But that's what he have done. He want to do the same thing for you. So when he gave me a rod, he gave me a staff behind me. He also gave me a rod of iron. I hope that y'all get these things. All right. I'm just letting you know what he wants to give you. You got to hurry up because your time is short. Your time is at hand. Because all the prophecy is just about being filled. So what prophecy are you going to next? You're going into the prophecy of Jonas in the well. The sign. That is the prophecy. That is the sign that you're looking for. The 3 days of dogs. Because Jonah was in the well 3 days and he was in that dog. And he couldn't do nothing but stay in that one spot for 3 days. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep, he couldn't do nothing for that 3 days. I'm telling you. All right, I hope y'all prepared because it's here now. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you. And so whatsoever thou should loose on earth should be loose in heaven. So go find that out. Read the shepherd of harvest. Then charged his disciples that they should tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. From that time forth began Jesus to show unto his disciples how that he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders, chief priests, and scribes, and be killed and be raised up again on the third day. So now you know what's going to happen, that the false Messiah is going to come during that time. Because you've got to remember, he said to the moon to do certain, the sun to fall and all that. So he's going to go in there pretending that. When the Lord God is using that for us, all that's done for us to let us know what time it is for us. All right. Well, that's the sign. That's the sign that he's given us the 3 days as we've been preaching and teaching you for the last so many years. We've been warning you about the 3 days of darkness. Now you know what those days are and what those days mean. I read it to you. What more you want me to do? All right. All right. Just telling you. How much must go into Jerusalem, suffer things of the elders, chief priests, scribes, and be killed and be raised again on the third day? So I read the prophets of Father Elijah, all that's in there, what they're going to do. All that's in there. And that's what you're looking at. The Antichrist is going to recreate this prophecy right there. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right. Well, go read it, man. I did read it to you. My time is up. I did read that to you. The prophets of Father Elijah is in this book. Yeah, this book here, I had bought that book off of Amazon. I mean, they might have better books out there, but anyway, let's continue on. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him and said, "Be it far from thee, Lord, this should not be unto thee." But he turned and said unto Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me. For thou servest not the things to be of God, but those that be of men." And that's what's going on now. They give you everything of man and give you none of the Most High God. And worry about the people cutting me off, man. And worry about them taking me off the channel. I'm warning you, because the whole world, if they do it to me, Lord God gonna do it unto them. As they have done unto you for these 7 generations, 400 years, God is going to do it unto them, as he have just not showed and told you what he's doing and why he is doing. As I went in the apocrypha of Father Abraham, I just went in this apocrypha and told you about the 10 plagues that he had prepared for the heathen, all those that have entreated you, all those that have enslaved you, got you in this captivity for the 400 years, 7 generations. And he said that those people, those heathens, and those enemies land that I send you into, I'm going to judge them. That's what he said. That nation, I'm going to judge. And they can't hide that nation. Can't hide none of that what they have done unto them. Why? Because the angels in heaven writes down every word that come out your mouth. The angels in heaven write down every act that has been done on earth. There you go, Elijah. How you know that's happened? Well, when you go read the letter of Ortiz, something that I learned in the letter of Ortiz, you should notice by now too, everywhere the king goes, the king always has someone, a scribe there to write down everything the king said and everything that the king done. And they have to make that report. And that's done, yeah, it's done, it's done. And so in the heaven it's done that, because how else would he know how to do that? Unless it comes from the Most High. And everything is being written down. That's why he said he opened up the books. Yeah, he opened up them books. And everything was in them books. He wrote down and started the books of judgment. Hey, come on, bro. Then you got the books of the 7 seals. All right. Just letting you know all that's coming up now. And you have to prepare yourself. Not talking about, not talking about a year from now. I ain't talking about months from now. I'm telling you now. I can't hold it off no more. I have to go ahead on and do what thus said the Lord. All right. I told you what you're going to do. All right. See, I'm going to turn the horse back to the children the horse back to the boy. At least I come and strike the earth with a curse. So what you waiting for? Is that not the 3 days of darkness of curse? Why? Because they won't obey it. They're still doing the same thing. Are they preaching and teaching and saying, well, this is an evil time. Things that are going on, we want you to pray. Fast and pray. We want you to stop coming to the church house. We don't want you to send us no money and everything. We want you to serve the Lord God like you're supposed to serve. We want you to serve the people. Are they doing that? Are they still dumb dogs laying down waiting for their game for every quarter? What are they doing? Well, what they say is they can't wait. They can't wait for this thing to be over so they can go back to what? But they have never stopped killing God's people. Never stop killing and ill-treat Israel, even though this is going on. Like I told you, when I saw the nukes falling in New York City or whatever cities I saw them falling in, they were still hammering with their white racist words. And I said, man, don't do that. Because they still was with it, man. This is in them. It's bred in them. All right. Well, it's about to be destroyed because of it. Let's continue on. All right, let's see. And then said Jesus unto his disciples, any man will come after me, let him deny himself. Take up his cross and follow me. So when you read the chapter of Herman, it tell you what is a true fast, abstaining from everything of this world. And so you have to start denying yourself. So when I see them on there talking about bless the Jews and God gonna bless you, I know they're not denying themselves. When I see them over there and see the obesity and see them shining and plucking their fingers and talking about a rapture doctrine, I see they're not denying themselves. All right, just telling what they are doing. But I hear them now telling you to put on sackcloth and ashes and prepare yourself for the 3 days ago. I see that they're not denying themselves. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But don't worry, don't worry. God don't have no respect of person. I've been reading all the time what he's going to do, the pastor, preacher, the prophet, Because I tell them all the time, and I see them come on that channel to where I got a prophetic dream, God giving that. But I see you with makeup and lipstick on, I know you're not of God. Now you tell me about you're a Christian and you're worshiping, you're not of God. And you're worshiping on the first day of the week, you're not of God. So I see all these things. And when you come on and telling me that you don't read nothing but the King James version of the Holy Bible, I know you're not of God. I know you're not denying yourself. That's why I know. I did the same thing also. But when I start denying myself and sabotage the Holy Sabbath, engulf myself in this holy covenant, then things start changing me. Then I start feeling my power come back unto me. I could feel it in my bones. So much can happen unto me. When I start obeying his voice, keeping his commandment, the blessings upon blessings that he had given us. Now I know you're looking for a monetary blessing. No, I ain't talking about no monetary blessing. I'm talking about that what a man needs to know to enter into that temple, to enter into those gates, everything that I need, and much, much more. That's what he has done for me. How else could I sit down and tell you what those things meant? Unless I had an open line, a direct line to the Most High. I had a direct line to God. I had a direct line to the Lord God Jesus, the excellency. Yeah, the excellency of Jacob. I have that line. I have that communication. How else will I know this thing? Do you know this thing? If you know of this thing, this folks never say, oh, Elijah, you late. I've been knowing this. Put it up there. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Put it up there. Yeah, because iron sharpen iron. Nah, let's continue on. I'm just telling you. They're not denying themselves. Lord God told them, don't write no books. Go read the book of Enoch. And they tell them, Benjamin brought that down. That fallen angel brought pen and paper down. And man was never supposed to have pen and paper. Go read it, man. They're not denying themselves. Every time look up how many times. Don't you think I would like to write books and all like that? Lord God is teaching. Don't you think I would like to have, I know how many times they say, well, what's the name of your church going to be? Nah, bro. Ain't no such thing. I am the church already. And I got to tell the Most High people that they are the church. They make up the church. That's why I tell you, go read the Shepherd of Heart. Find out who is the church. Why is the church? And that's why I just been reading the prophets of Elijah. The righteous is the church. And the world was created for the church. Go find out who the church is. Find out how you got to enter into those gates and how you can enter the gate. Because a lot of y'all think y'all on your way when y'all are not. No, not. Better go read it. Why? Because the time is that. The time is at hand. I'm telling you, I'm warning over and over again. The time gonna come, I'll have to do what I have to do. That's why I'm telling you now, Lord God didn't send you to hear me without him wanting you to know something. That you have a power and you got to use it. You have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on how to use this power, you got to use it. Go read the book of, listen to the book of Ezekiel and listen to his words and obey his voice and keep his commandments. Do it, man. Go and it's going to bless you. Tell you it's going to bless you. Just as I finished reading, we got other mysteries and secrets in there. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you don't read it, you're not going to find out the mystery and secret. Because when I read these different books and he gave it unto me, then everything what Jesus said, I understood it. I know where to find it at in the books that he had left unto me. How else would I know these things? All right, I'm going to post one more thing up on there. No, I'm not going to. I'm just going to post it when I finish this, because I'm finished with this. All right, because you should know now. This is no mystery, it's no secret no more. That has been uncovered for you. All right, well, you go back and listen to your pastor preaching. When that darkness comes and hit your butt, don't say I didn't warn you. All right. Whosoever will shall save his life, and whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Is that not so? Just finish explaining that to you. Yeah? Oh, yeah, you got to give up this life, bro. This life brings you straight to hell. Or you in no church child, listen to those pastors and preachers and under those different denominations of religion. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. But what is a man prophet? For what is a man prophet? That's what it said. For what is a man prophet? If he should gain the whole world and lose his soul. That's what they're doing. Are they not getting? They got the jets, they got the fine house, they got the fine raiment. They can send their sons and daughters to private schools and do whatever they want to. And they gain the whole world. But what happened? They lost the soul. That's why I read to you in the Acts of John. Go read the Acts of John about the God of mammon and what happened when you take hold of the God of mammon, the God of gain. Read that to you, man. You should know what all this means. Now, there's no mystery. But what Jesus was talking about when he said that? Now you know what book to go ahead and find it. All right. Or what should a man give in exchange for his soul? Huh? What should you give in exchange for your soul? Go read the prophets of Father Abraham, or the prophets of Father Elijah, or the prophets of the Father Paul, or prophets of Father Peter. Go read it. Go read the second revelation of John. Go find out what you can give to exchange for your soul. All right. For the Son of Man should come in his glory of his Father with his angels. Then he shall reward every man according to his works. That's why I tell you, go read this book, because people don't understand, and people are waiting. They say, when he comes, you're going to have this. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's what he tell you. Oh, man, this thing cut off. That's what he tell you. When he comes, how should we fast? Come on, bro. A pure fast is getting rid of everything on this world. This is a standard word. You got different fasts, but you're not fasting. Let me tell you something about a fast. A fast is not for you to cleanse yourself up. A fast is for you to get closer to the Most High God. That is a true fast. Go read the Shepherd of Hermas, man. That's all you got to do. Just read it. And it tell you what a true fast is, a standing from everything in the world. But when you go to the Gospel of Thomas, they came and asked Jesus, said, how should we fast? And Jesus said, what sin have I done that I should fast? See, you're not fasting because of sin. You're fasting to get closer to your Creator. And he told you that would do family Father see a secret. He will watch open. So go learn what a true fast is, man. Read the chapter from I haven't went over there with you, but I'm sorry if y'all don't know. They say, when the wormwood hit, it's going to cause the volcanoes to go up to it and turn the power of error. Yes, we know that. But understand this here. I want you to understand what's truly happening. I saw wormwood. Wormwood, I live in New Orleans. I live closer to the Pacific Ocean, and I live to the Gulf Coast, the Gulf Ocean that they were saying. And so that's where I'm at. But wormwood hit way in the Atlantic Ocean because he gave me 2 streets. Now you can Google it or whatever you want to do, how y'all do it. The 2 streets are named in New Orleans, Louisiana. They're in zip code 70118. The 2 streets that he gave me was Camperone and Hickory Street. Camperone and Hickory Street. And I found that on the Google map all the way out to Pacific Ocean for where it hit at. But boy, when it hit way out there, man, that wave, when it hit me, it was like that, it was just that powerful. It had no let up in it, and it just went on. But it hit in the middle of the ring of fire. So you know where the ring of fire is, right? Okay. That's where it hit at. So when wormwood hit, what you think you're going to do? But you got to understand what people don't understand. If you have a large body of water, which we know the earth is water, the earth sits in water, then we know the atmosphere is H2O. That is water also, the chemical makeup of it. So when it hit, that's going to go all the way out into space and everywhere. That's how it hits, man. Oh, just go drop a pebble in the water and see how the ripple effect goes. And that's what it was doing. And I felt that. Boy, I felt that. I said, man. But another thing about, since you're asking about wormwood. Boy, wormwood came down all so beautiful, so slow, and it comes straight down. If you, back in the day, we used to watch, because we didn't know nothing. Right? We didn't know no better. Watching them sending those spacecraft out and watching them come down and tell you this Cape Canaveral, and we watching them come down. And then we had that man Walter Cronkite. You hear that thing go dick, dick. And we watched it come out, but most of them came on an angle, but you can still see how it split the air and it comes up around it like that. But that's how wormwood come down. But wormwood coming straight down, and you can see the floor and flames going up around it. So when it comes down, it just looks like a burning lamp. And it's so sweet and peaceful. Next thing you know, it hit. Ooh, and it hit. I'm telling you. And when that hit, it wipes out everything around the earth. Matter of fact, it says, just like I said, it takes the earth and move it out of orbit and move it back into orbit and turn it upside down. Oh, tell me what's coming. It's coming. I didn't see it. Man, I ain't telling you nothing that I haven't seen. Just like I give you this morning. Jesus just revealed that to me this morning. How else would I know? I've been reading that for years. I've been reading Jonah's story and everything, and listen to these pastors preaching. They tell you that, and you're peeping out, and they'll have no knowledge of what's truly going on. Then he said, $20 shoes is cheap. Laugh out loud, man. Don't you know back in the day, in the 60s, don't you know you could buy a pair of All-Stars, what they call them, other people, the people there, All-Stars, they got another name for those people, for $12. That, man, we had $12 to pay for those pair of shoes back. That Converse, to buy Converse, because there's two different people. All-Star is one shoe and Converse is another shoe. And all we could borrow the shoe for $12. And guess what? We didn't have $12 to pay for the shoe. We didn't. Then we go buy a TGY shoe for like $3, $4. Man, we'd be told them things up about 2 or 3 days. Boy, our mom used to be so mad. And we used to have jeans. We had the rough jeans. We had not this stuff here, tagged lip. Boy, our jeans would be so rough, boy, and boy, we'd get out there and start playing, boy, new pair of jeans. It's hard to tear jeans. And boy, we'd be put holes in them knees and them jeans. And one day, boy, our mom would be so mad. I just bought them jeans. But that's the way we was, children, man. And if you told your shoes at the beginning of summer, you could hang it up. You didn't get the more tennis shoes at the end of the summer. You had to go bad for the whole summer. But we enjoyed ourselves. And we had so much fun. Anyway, let's continue on. Let me finish this and I'm out. But anyway, so let's continue on. For the Son of Man should come in glory of his Father with his angels. Then he shall reward every man called to work. So if you want to know what that is, you have to go to the Epistles of Paul. And it goes in great detail of what your reward should be. Every man's reward according to his works, according to his power. And that happens as soon as he comes. And people are going to be waiting on the judgment of our power. He didn't say that. He said, then he shall reward every man according to his works. That's what you get. Verily I say unto you, there shall be some standing here should not taste. Say, verily I say unto you, I'm tired, I got to go. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Because the Lord God had already told you how you're coming back, man. Come on, bro. You're bringing the kingdom with us. Come on, man. You're bringing the kingdom with it. Let me read that to you before I go. I got it. Now I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm proving to you how you're coming back. Man, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me get this one first. I'm going to get this one first. Now, after I get this one, I'll go to the other one. Because they tell you how you're coming back. Well, they talking about, oh, you coming back to fire away. No, you're not. Coming. Well, I'm going to read it to you. Wait. Now I'm rushing. Now let me slow down. I get excited, man. I know, boy, that judgment coming. Y'all better be using your powers, bro. Y'all better try to baptize and get many as you can right now. All right. All I can do is give it to you as he's giving unto me. And that's what he gave y'all for, man. Y'all got power, man. Use your power, man. Like I said, there was a time when I wanted to do something. Like I said, just like you talk about, asking about a fast or something like that. And I used to do things, and I'd say, well, God, I'm not going to do this. I told you that the other day. When my friend had went overseas and was doing all that biking and stuff, and I just told God, I said, I'm not going to visit his house, visit his wife until he comes back. And I kept that. And the Lord God brought him back safe. I'm talking about safe. In his right mind, nothing on him broken or anything like that I can see in him. And so that's how you brought him back. And that's how you got to try your power, man. Just like I tell you all the time when Gideon asked the holy angel, say, well, if this is going to happen, then let that do not be on the whatever you had up there. The fleece, let not the dew be on the fleece. And so the angel came and they had to do all around the fleece, but not on the fleece. Then next time he told him, said, let the dew be on the fleece and not around. And then he showed him the same thing. So y'all got it. That's what you're supposed to do, man. Try your power, man. Try it, bro. Try it, bro. And that, I can't tell y'all everything. Because y'all have to read and learn on it for yourself. And he'll start, when you obey his voice, keep his commandments, he start revealing his mysteries and secrets unto you. And it's such a beautiful thing. Just like this, how else would I do this unless he revealed it unto me, man? I told you I've been reading this for years. Anyway, let me see. Let me go ahead because I'm finished, man. Let me see. Let me give you this. Yeah, because people don't understand how you're coming back. Jesus ain't coming back for no games, man. All that, oh boy, you coming back and we're going to sing Kumbaya together. That's a lie. That's a lie. The day of the Lord is a day of darkness and not of light. A day of thick clouds and gloominess. I done read all that to y'all, bro. All right, well, here you go. It said, here you go, I'll read it to you. It said, and Enoch also, the self of Adam, prophesying of this saying, behold, the Lord coming with 10,000 of his saints. Now, it's worse than that. I'm telling you, worrying about the wrong thing. You worrying about what these people going to do to you. You better be worrying about what you going to do to these people. Let's see. All right, well, let's see that. No, I got something else for you. No, because, all right, because Lord God, this is what he's doing. He's preparing you to stand in the day of judgment and the day of his wrath. Okay, wait. Wait a minute, I'm going to put it up there. Let me see. All right, let me see. No, because he gave me this. He gave me this also. He gave me this a lot of times. I'm doing. Okay, that's it. No, I want to make sure I got it right. All right. No, because he got something I want to show you. Because this is what's going on. God is making sure that whatever I'm telling you and I'm gone, you have the power. You don't need me. You got an open line and communicating with you and your Savior, you and your Creator, and you have the power. You don't need me for nothing because that's what it's about. It's not about those pastors and preachers teaching you to depend upon them. This is about you having a relationship with your Creator and restoring your power back because you are a certain type of angel. And what angel you know that don't have no power? Come on, brother, that's who you are. That's why Jesus told you all the day, I have made each vessel, and each vessel holds a certain type of spirit. You made an image of God with no power? Anyway, all right. Wait a minute, I got something for you. Because that's what it's about. It's you living in that time, and you got to be able to, and you're in a walk, and you got to be able to stand in this walk. I want to post it. Because anything I tell you, how would I know these things, man? Unless he didn't gave them to me. Right here, no, I'll give you one more. Oh, man, now do this. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Because you got to do this. If you don't do this, you ain't going to make it, bro. This is what this is all about. Your power, not mine, yours. All right, here we go. Let me put it down. I'm just telling you what it's about, man. Because you're worrying about the wrong thing. Let me tell you what, especially you, Jericho. Let me tell you what the Lord God showed, because he asked me a question. And the Lord God showed me what he was doing. Just like all those prophets before us, I told you, God came, the Lord God came to all the voice and told me, say, hey, Haggai called down more fire than Elijah ever did. Just that's what he told me. And so the Lord God wants all of us to have a certain type of power and to use our power. That's what he has been given us. But what happened, you listen to these pastors and preachers, they'll listen to your Creator and learning that you have power and he wants you to be that way in that power. But when that time comes, you can use that power. Come on, man. What you think this is about? Let me tell you something about Elisha. When they came to Elisha, and Elisha, servant was there, said, what are we going to do to them? And then he said, they got more of us than they had of them. And then he showed them that armies of heaven, and that's what you have at your command right now today. Let me read it to you. All right, Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 24. And the controversy shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge according to my judgment, and they shall keep my laws and my statutes and my Sabbath, and they shall hallow my Sabbath. All right. See what it said? And in controversy, they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgment. Read this there is right there. All right, wait a minute, got one more. One more. Yeah, because, all right, I'm just telling you, man. That's why you're keeping on this. You got power that you can call up on high, bro. All right, wait a minute. Let me see if I can put it there. Because you're in a war, bro. Whether you see it or not, it's going to get closer and closer. And these people will ask you to bow down. Going to ask you to bow down to Satan. Yes, they are. Come on, man. He's going to ask you to bow down to Satan's, bro. All right. That's what they're going to ask you to do. All right, let me see if I can. Right now, this thing acting up. I'm trying to get it before I get off this thing, man. All right, I'm just trying to get it to you while I can, bro, because I know what's coming, bro. It's here now. There's nothing you can do. I hope you're obeying the voice, keep his command. But I'm just telling you what I know. I ain't going by what I think I know, maybe I know. No, I'm telling you what I know. All right. I might can find it. If I can't find it, I don't know. No, all of a sudden this thing, because the scripture plainly states for us to stand in the day of his war. And so that's what you are. When Lord God came back, man, they're going to be warned, man. Man, they're going to be warned. And so that's why he's doing all this for you now. So you may be able to stand when he's coming back. All right, let me see. No, I can't find it now. No, this, no. But he wants to say, thou art thou, no. He wants you to be able to stand in the day of his war. Well, I can't find it because I'm rushing. Because my time is up, man. Let me see if I can give you one more thing, though. Because everything is for you, man. You have everything by you, man. Anyway, let me read that to you once more, and then I'll give you one more thing. I'm gone. Say, they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. And in the controversy they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgment, and shall keep my laws, my statutes, and all my assemblies, and they shall hallow my Sabbaths. So that's us. And we have to be ready for standing the day of the Lord's war. As we are, that's what he prepared us for. You already prepared, man. You just got to learn to start using it. Use it, man. Learn how to use it, bro. Use it, man. Wait a minute, one more thing, then I'm out. All right. Let's see. I hope they didn't give it to us. All right. Going to no. Now it won't play. Because I'm rushing. You got to just go right to it, but because you got all the armies, all the hosts of heaven, all the armies in heavens are on your side. You got there waiting for you. You're the one. Anyway, I can't find. I'm rushing. I can't find. I'm rushing. Got 2 minutes. But anyway, so yeah, the armies, man, Lord God coming back with the hosts of heaven for you. All those armies are for you. All those armies at your command. When Elisha said there got more of us than of him, because he's seen all those angels standing around that army. And so Elisha just tell them to say blind them all. And he blinded them all. And then the servant asked him, what are we going to do now? And then he said, because he wanted to kill him. He said, I ain't got to do nothing. But he took them by the hand and laid them all back to the country because they was blind. And you have that same power right now today. These people want to take that power from you, man. It's like read to you in Acts of John. Tell him what I know, man. Acts of John. And that's what it's about this darkness that's coming up. That's what it's about. It's about getting all of them together as he had gotten them together. About to wipe them all out, about to take all the power and everything away from them. Because he told you that he was going to snatch us out of their hand who taught us to fly away. And then has he not done that? He's doing it, bro. He's done it for a whole lot of people. Anyway, so go try it. Clyde, all y'all do, go try your power. You want to do a fast for a certain day. Yeah, just say go, because the fast is not what you're thinking. Don't let nobody be doing. Don't let nobody know what you're doing it for. Let nobody know why you're doing it. And they have different type of fasts, so you learn. Go read the chapter on harvest and find out what a true fast is. And then when you do that, just ask the Lord to do certain things for you. I'll show you certain things. Whatever you ask, he's going to do it. This is not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts, prepare for the dog. I'm Elijah. Till next time.